Waiting?
We've been there. Maybe we could order now.
We just need to
Can we wait? To wait?
wait.
Yes.
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 Is other people waiting or only we waiting?
Then
They're waiting. So we gotta use this because I already bought the voucher. Like I can't eat this by myself. Well, I could, but I am back. I'm just recovering from a cold as well. So
not available.
as long as my stuff is available because of the holiday.
Yes.
Not only am I been extremely busy editing videos, I have 5 more videos to edit, but then I got a little cold, and you guys can probably hear I'm still a little sick.
Okay, just looking.
Um,
She's excited.
um, if we want, we'll see if they'll do takeaway, or I don't know,
Where will you eat it?
maybe at the Q Market. I don't know. I don't care to wait. I don't. If we can wait and get a seat, then that's fine too.
Wait, but like
If it's gallivanting,
they still have.
I think I had got. I don't want to blame anyone, but I'm pretty sure I got the cold from the lady at the I Love Baguette restaurant. That's who I think I got it from. Man, this place is packed. I already bought the voucher too. Unfortunately, the voucher is not 50%. It's only 20%, but we wanted to come here one last time.
Here it's AC out inside, you don't like it.
I don't care. We could sit in there
But
if they
there's
have.
no security.
No, she has to go back to the Philippines for work-related stuff. So
Can we sit there?
it's almost. The good thing about it is it's almost close to her visa run. So it's not like her previous visa got wasted. So she almost got all of her visa, but it's for work-related stuff. We're thinking about having it takeout, which is not terrible. But if we can get a seat here, we'll get a seat here.
Look at this Thai green
Look at
curry. I
this.
wonder if it's really served with this.
Oh. So we gotta find something that's 40. Wait, mine is 110. How much is yours?
Just, just 60.
60. So we need to find something.
170.
So we need to find something for 30.
Or I can do the vegetable, which is 50. What do we have for 40?
Look for something for 40 or 50. Um, if if the channel works out where I start breaking even, my next big region that I'd like to go to would be South America or Central America, but that'll be much down the road when I get tired of Southeast Asia, which I don't know when, but that would be the next region at least that I'd be interested in. Yeah, this is Kin Kin, but we have to wait. Either we have to wait or we can get takeout. But I bought the voucher, and unfortunately, the voucher is not 50%. It's only 20. But I'm not sure if I don't know. In Asia, usually when they have a good thing going, they usually kill it. That 50% was working great. Now it's 20, and I honestly wouldn't have got it unless this would have been Fluffy's last time. But
Cashew chicken is. Do you like cashew chicken? 50.
Fluffy, they said, have a safe trip. I saw you on the street with my wife yesterday, Jovi and Mark.
Oh yeah, hi. That was the other day, Jovian. I saw them at Chowty Vinte. Yeah.
That's Billy Johnson.
Oh, that's Billy Johnson. Okay. Yeah, we're here.
We're here. Where? Of course
Yeah,
we're
but I
here.
think I told them that
Can you explain one more time? Bangkok? Um, it's hard to explain. Like, when I went to Paris, Paris just felt like Europe to me. Bangkok does the same to me for Asia. When I'm in Bangkok, I feel like I'm in Asia. It's the vibe. They have a subway system there, which is extremely rare to find a cheap-ish country with a subway system.
chicken, crispy chicken.
Um,
But that's
so they have a subway system. They have great food courts at malls. Yeah, we can get that depending on what's inside of it. They have a great mall. They have great street food. They have great 7-Eleven. So their food, all the way from things like as small as 7-Eleven food to street food to local restaurants up to food courts and everything is better overall than Bangkok. They have parks there. So I like everything about Bangkok. So here's the downsides of Bangkok. No beach, only 60-day visas instead of 90s, and probably about 20 to 30% more expensive. But Da Nang in Bangkok would be a toss-up for me if Da Nang was the exact same price as Bangkok, or Bangkok was the same price as Da Nang. It would be a really hard pick for me. But with the visa being shorter in Bangkok, with no beach, and with the cost of living being so much cheaper, Da Nang wins. But it would be a tougher choice if they had the same visa in Bangkok and the cost of living was exactly the same. Then it would be a real close toss-up. To take away. What's up, Kay? But if you order food and it's done, where are they going to bring it? Yeah, I think I'm pretty much over it, though. I think this is probably my last full sick day. I definitely feel much better. I'm actually able to go out today, but I took some medicine, shockingly, yesterday. But I feel probably about 85 to 90%. Maybe they're opening. So I think by tomorrow I'll be good. Anyways, I have to do an interview tomorrow. I'm going to go do a video with Evan, so I got to be better. It's been probably about 4 days that I've been sick, so it's pretty much gone. So I got to do actually yesterday I went out to not Moon Milk, but to Mega Mart. Had to do that before the holiday. Went one more time to this Thai restaurant. And then tomorrow I'm going to do an interview in the morning, or a video in the morning. And then basically that'll be it.
We have seat. Wait.
I've been to Chiang Mai.
I said, yeah, okay.
What? What, Fluffy?
He's like telling me you can.
We'll sit anywhere. I don't care. I've been to Chiang Mai. I went to Chiang Mai in 2019. So for me, I think part of the reason I didn't fall in love with Chiang Mai is because so many people pumped it up so much before I went. They were like, oh man, this is going to be your favorite place. And when I went there, it was okay. Didn't blow me away. I still like Bangkok better. I still like Da Nang better. I actually had a better time in Chiang Rai than Chiang Mai. But the problem still comes down to the same thing. Chiang Rai is in Thailand. Thailand only gives you 60-day visas. So there's the issue with Chiang Rai or Chiang Mai, is that it's still in Thailand, 60-day visas, and I still prefer Bangkok better. Yeah, I like Chiang Rai. Chiang Rai's kind of a weird city for me to like, but I actually enjoyed my time better in Chiang Rai than I did in Chiang Mai. I have never tried any of the islands in Thailand. So the next time I get back to Thailand, I will try one of the
When are
islands.
you going? Tomorrow?
I'm going in 2 days.
That's not fair.
That's not fair.
I'll come with you.
Um, my biggest sleeper, so in 2019, I was in 15 countries. That's the year that I went to Chiang Mai and a bunch of other cities and countries. Actually, the biggest disappointment was either Singapore or Chiang Mai because they were pumped up so much and they didn't live up to the hype for me. But the biggest underrated place that I didn't think I was gonna like, that I really liked in 2019, was Bali. But I've heard Bali has changed a lot since 2019.
So if you remember, we were planning to go to Bali then,
Hmm.
but we couldn't really have a timing on it.
Couldn't have timing. Yeah, someone else just told us about there too, but it's a little difficult and a little more expensive to get there. So if I was going to go to Malaysia, I would do Kuala Lumpur. It's the cheapest ticket from Da Nang to any country. Kuala Lumpur is always the cheapest. Bangkok is number two. So I would do that. I think Kuala Lumpur would be more of my style. But the problem with Kuala Lumpur is Fluffy can't stay there a long time. So there's a lot of these things. I just recently looked into Cambodia a little bit deeper, and there is a possibility there. But the thing about it is, I think it's going to be a downgrade in all aspects compared to Da Nang, and not even cheaper. At best, it'll be the same with not as much quality. So I don't know. I would like to go try out Cambodia on a visa run, and I would like to try out Kuala Lumpur on a visa run, but we'll just have to see. If the channel starts breaking even, then we'll go do flight visa runs, and if not, then we'll just keep doing the bus visa runs, and I'm 100% happy in Da Nang. India, I would go to India too. So a lot of the problems, like these random cities, they're hard to get to, meaning either they require a bus or they cost a lot money, a lot more to fly into and out of. Like if I'm going to go to Malaysia, it's 56 bucks, 54 bucks to take a one-way ticket into Malaysia. So it's under 100 bucks for a round trip. Now these other cities like Georgetown and other parts of Malaysia, it's like 100 bucks one way. So it's like double the price. So it's like, for me. Now, if you guys have big pockets and can do it, then it's an idea. But as a budget traveler, I always have to look and say, like, damn, is it worth trying out or risking going to one of these cities at double or triple the cost? Then it kind of just doesn't play out that way. So my goal is to go to 100 countries anyways. I would like to go to every country, so I would have to go to good, bad, average countries. India would be a very exciting in good and bad ways, I think. I'm already prepared to get sick from the
Meg
food.
no gravity happy now because you're live?
Maybe, Fluffy.
Is he happy now?
Yeah. But I think, so the only thing that kind of scares me about India, nothing really else, is just getting sick from the food. But other than that, I like everything else about India. And I guess you can kind of mitigate getting sick because you eat, 2 or 3 times a day. But everything else for me, I'm not scared of crowds. I'm not scared of negotiating and not being scammed. So all that aspect of India doesn't bother me. It's just worrying about getting sick from the food. That's what I'm saying. I would have to be a little more cautious on the food. So maybe what I would do is maybe that's a place where I would order Grab. Maybe that's a place where I'd spend a little extra money. Maybe that's a place where I wouldn't do street food. But remember, I only eat usually twice a day, even 3 times a day. You just pick your places a little more careful. I've never got food poisoning, so I've been very, very lucky on that in all 20 countries I've been to. So I'm very lucky.
Okay.
No one's leaving. Where's everybody going, Fluffster?
Because like the time that they,
Why do you have headphones?
because I'm waiting for my boss's call.
I can't believe not one person is left. Let me log out of the. Let me log out of the Wi-Fi. Let me. What's up, Native? I've been waiting for your updates on either telling me, man, you're right, that area is too damn expensive on food,
No,
or for you to tell
enjoying
me,
it.
man, you missed out. You did not find the cheap restaurants that are in that area. Now, I know there's cheaper areas, but what I'm specifically looking for is you to find the Chow Ti Vinte in the area where we stayed, where your hotel was, where my hotel was, where the beach mall was. That's what I'm looking for.
Here, buffalo.
I shouldn't be. I'm on 4G, 4 bars. I'm not really scared of any countries. Like, shockingly, I'm scared to eat seafood. I'm scared to go in the water. But going to countries, even I would go to Ukraine. I would go to Afghanistan. I would go to these countries if the channel allowed it and the money was there. I would go to these countries. That part doesn't worry me at all. Food poisoning, Hong Kong. Damn, we still don't have a seat, Fluffster. We'll even sit. We're willing to even sit in
I
there.
think we should order
8:30. So what is going to be our thing? What is going to be the extra item?
the chicken, crispy chicken.
Okay. I found it
No, spring roll.
in the north, not in the north, because we found really cheap places too, Native. But what I'm asking specifically, because
Order.
hold on, if I stayed in Nha Trang, I would have to stay in the area that we stayed at. What was his hotel called? Mira or something? Wherever your hotel, that's the area I want to stay in. I don't want to have to leave that area. I want to stay in that area.
It's like staying somewhere in north now, Hasondra area now.
Yeah, see so for me, yeah, I can go to further neighborhoods. I can go to Marcus's neighborhood, I can go out. But if I was going to live in Nha Trang, my whole selling point of living in Nha Trang would be to live by the beach where we stayed at the hotel resort area. I don't really want to move to Nha Trang to go live somewhere far away. That kind of defeats the point for me.
Maybe we can order.
What happens if the food comes out?
No, I think.
I guess we ordered.
Huh?
Yeah, let's order. Yeah, so for me, it's a deal breaker because I would want to live in that. I would live in that area. Remember where your hotel was? We stayed 1 block from you. We would be perfectly fine staying in that neighborhood. There's the mall that's on the beach there. It's a nice area. It reminds me of Bangkok. They have the nice beach walk front. The problem is, food there would cost you more than what your rent would cost in a day. So the only option there is to move. For us would be to move where Marcus lives, but that kind of defeats the point because we live in the most expensive tourist trap, if you want to call it, western area in Da Nang, and for the same lifestyle we would have to downgrade and go further away from the main tourist hub in Nha Trang. So it's like we're not trading apples for apples. What, Fluffster? Who are we ordering from? I would go to North Korea.
Well, how much is yours? 110.
110, Fluffster.
Mine is 110 plus 110 plus 50.
160. And then what are we getting?
Or no, 110. Should I get the chicken so it's 160?
Whatever.
It's So that's 170, and then let's get spring roll, 30.
Okay. Make sure the spring roll is not seafood.
Yeah. Where is it?
Yeah, so if I was going to move to Nha Trang, it's a downgrade in many, many aspects from where we live now. So that's the problem. One, the deal breaker for me already is the 23-hour bus visa run. For two, if I leave Da Nang, if I leave An Thuong area, I need to get the exact same area, which means I would have to be in the beachfront mall where you seen that we stayed. If I have to go move to a further away neighborhood, it defeats the whole point for me. It doesn't make sense to be the big fish in the pond in Da Nang and go be the medium or small fish in Nha Trang, meaning neighborhoods. I don't want to blame the lady, but I have a feeling I got sick from the lady at I Love Baguette.
No more dine in.
Okay, just use translate.
Do you definitely eat here?
Có bản sách đi rồi, bạn có thể được thêm một chút nữa không?
Viết dấu vào đâu hả? Dấu gì đó?
10%, 10%.
Yeah. Yeah. She'll be gone for at least a month, maybe closer to 2 months probably. We'll see. She doesn't have an official date coming back yet, but we'll see. We've tried to figure everything out. This would be the perfect time if I were to go to the Philippines. This would kind of be the perfect time, timing wise, not any other wise, but timing wise, because I haven't signed the contract yet here, and I would go there and maybe stay for 2 or 3 months. But the problem is it's going to cost an arm and a leg more than Da Nang to go stay there. Plus it'll be in Manila. I don't want to be in Manila. Plus I have no clue how the channel would do there. Plus I would have to pay for transportation where we don't pay for transportation here. So timing wise, it works perfectly to go there and just cut bait and get out of here. But when I think about it, logically, it doesn't make sense for me to go. So you better not say that, she might read it. So prison time for Fluffy. Is she gonna go because of her visa? No, it just she's going because of her work. She has an online job and they meet up like once a year. Last year it was in Bangkok. This year it's gonna be in the Philippines. So it just kind of timed out perfectly, which helps me in some way because her visa is up like in 3 days, I think, or a week or something. And just timing wise, well, she kind of told her job like they wanted her at some point in May, and she kind of told her job like, hey, if you want me to come back and be in person, you got to make sure it's before my visa, because I'm not going to go do a visa run, waste money, and then a week later you guys tell me, oh, I got you a plane ticket now. So she timed it perfectly with her job to pay for her ticket back. But the good thing for you guys that love the uploaded videos, I should be getting out a lot more videos. One, because I have about 5 that I have to upload. I'm going to shoot one tomorrow with Evan. And then, let me order. Did you order, Fluffy?
Yeah.
Pork?
Yeah, an apple.
And then where's my beef? Stir fried? Right here. Beef.
Yeah.
You got everything else, Fluffster? Utsav, what's up, buddy? She works man, I forgot her exact title, but she works for an online travel company that's somewhere in Eastern, I don't think Eastern Europe, I think somewhere in Central Europe. So, but they meet up like once a year, I think, or at least once a year. Last year she went to Bangkok. Now this year she's going back to the Philippines. So once a year usually. And then she does work with her cousin also. So she's going to be gone not only for her online job, but I think she's going to help out her cousin at the same time. Norway, yeah, I think it's in Norway. Posting your collaborations on his site. Yeah, so when he shoots a video, he posts it on our site, and then sometimes I shoot videos. So I did a video interview podcast that I just released, I don't know, 2 days ago or something. And then he interviewed me one time when we did that video, I don't know, a month ago. And then tomorrow he's going to shoot a video. Actually, the video will be another sit-down interview, not an interview, but more like a video. And Fluffster is going to be there. So you guys will see Evan basically, we just chat, we hang out, we talk about stuff. And I think Fluffy will be in the video. Until the star returns. Well, I don't know how long that's going to be. But luckily, you guys will not have to deal with so many live streams. So I mentioned it before, but there will be a lot less live streams. I'm going to be cooking at home now.
Who's the star?
Me. So there's definitely going to be a lot less live streams. I'm going to be cooking at home, so not going to be too much going out. Unless there's some kind of special activity that I'm out, then maybe I'll turn on the live stream. But there won't really be dinner live stream. Maybe an occasional cooking live stream at home. And there was something else I was going to say. So the uploads will be a lot more consistent too. I'm going to be cooking. I already bought a bunch of meat. Yeah, sit wherever, Fluffster. Let's get a seat before someone else. There we go. We got our seat. I've only ordered Grab maybe 3 times in the whole time I've been in Vietnam. I'm not a big Grab guy. If I eat at home, it's gonna be because I cook, and if I eat out, like somewhere else, I always eat outside. Fluffy, they want to know why you're leaving for so long.
I need to do some work stuff. And like my boss asked me to scout some areas for a travel company, and then I have to.
E.
That's all. It's basically more job related.
They think you're going for one meeting.
Oh, hold on, my boss is calling.
Hopefully, then maybe I could be a free man, Russ. Everybody's running. Eat Subway. I haven't ate Subway in a long time. Subway is just... I remember probably 7-8 years ago I had a Subway sandwich, and it was the most disgusting sandwich ever. I actually only ate like a third of it and I threw it away. And ever since then I refuse to eat Subway. Subway's terrible. I don't know. So this place is a hit or miss. Usually it's pretty crowded, but I did notice in our apartment complex there was a lot of people out, but I don't know what they're really out for. We thought there was some kind of activities or fireworks, but people said no fireworks. But we noticed a lot more Western people out tonight too. So I'm not sure on that aspect. You know what I'm always shocked about? Whenever I go to Europe or Asia, I'm always blown away at how many younger people are out. If you go to USA, young people are not out. Young people are in their house. They're watching Netflix, maybe working. Um, they are not out. But Europe and Asia is a young people going out type of atmosphere. I mean, there's just so much problems in the USA with going out. So, for one, it's too expensive for young people to go out. For two, people go drink and get wild, and people don't want to be around problems. It's just so much different to go out. You just see so much young people out in Europe and Asia. I'm just getting over a cold. I think I got it from the lady at I Love Baguette. Basically, I've been in bed for about the past 4 days. Yesterday was the first time I actually went outside in probably 4 days. I went to Mega Market. And then today's my first day out eating since I Love Baguette. Yeah, that's why I said it's just such a weird feeling when I'm out. Like, look at this. A group of young people at a restaurant. A group of young people. Like, you do not see groups of young people out in local restaurants in the USA. You just don't see it. It's just the same thing. Like when I'm in Vietnam, I see extremely young parents taking their family on trips, and you're like, damn, you're a millionaire. Like in the USA, like no 20-year-old married couple with kids. First of all, most of the people are not going to be married. The younger people that have kids, oh, that's my boyfriend, but we have kids. And second of all, they're not going to be all loading up and going on some vacation. Like in USA, first, it's going to be hard to find a babysitter. For two, both of the parents have to work. Like they're barely making it. Like it's just such a weird feeling. It's so weird. It just shot. And then the weird thing about it is, it's just insane how cheap food is. And you're just like, why is food so cheap out here? It's so crazy. Like, you're going to see this big feast that we get. It's like $7 for both of us. And this is like considered kind of like non-local food and kind of a little bit expensive, at least for our budget. And it's like $7. $7-8 is like the most that we pay for any dinner total. It's crazy. Yeah, it's just always, anytime I go to Europe or Asia and I just look around, I'm just like, damn, it just blows me away at how many young people are out doing things. I mean, just for many aspects. Like, if you just had a lot of young people out in a big city in USA, they're going to be drunk, they're going to be fighting, there's going to be problems. And then, let's just say you were able to avoid that. I mean, just a simple fact, going out, just to the movies is like $40-50 for two people minimum. Dinner's $60. Like, going out is $100 night for two people, easy. Here, it's like $4 to go out. It's like, it's insane. Like, it feels like this is the way that life is supposed to be. Like I said, some people always, it's weird because some people will say like, man, you're always dogging the USA. Or on the flip side, they'll say like, man, you need to adapt to Asia and get used to it. And I'm like, no, man, I understand both sides. Like in USA, it's crazy about certain things, about how life works. But there's some stuff that I do like about the USA that I do miss. She is going to be flying to, officially in 2 days, but she's going to the airport tomorrow night at 11 o'clock. We're going to go to the airport about 11 o'clock at night, and her flight's not till 2 in the morning. So it's technically in 2 days, but that will never happen. Canadians will never let that happen. I live in the Bay Area too. Oh yeah, man, I know, man. And I live technically in probably one of the cheapest parts of the Bay Area. So I was on the low end of the Bay Area, and it was outrageous. USA wants your maple syrup. I've been reading all your chat. I guess you haven't been seeing it, but I don't know. I read all the chat. If you ever been in my live stream, you'll know that I practically read every single message. But feel free. How was the weather in June month? June is one of the hotter months. Hot and humid. No way to avoid it, but this is Southeast Asia. No way to avoid humidity. I cannot stand humidity. It's shocking to people that I can live out here, but you just have to get used to it, and I still don't get used to it. It just changes my day. Yeah, I do read everybody's chat, so I don't know, maybe that guy's never really been in here, but I love doing the live streams. I love interacting, but I am happy that I'm going to be doing a lot less live streams for just multiple reasons. So, for one, I'll be doing a lot more uploaded videos. I'll be doing a lot less live streams. So, because people can't afford to buy houses. Either they can't afford to buy houses or no one's falling over to go buy houses in Vallejo. So that's the thing. And people have to live. So the people that have to live don't have money to buy a house, but they still need to survive. So that's how it works. Rent is like literally the game of Monopoly. Everyone races to buy Boardwalk and Park Place, so that when you land on it, you get hammered and you bankrupt everybody. I feel like that changed the past 20, 30 years. People used to just buy a house to be like, hey man, I own a house and we're gonna raise our family. And now I feel like houses are the Bitcoin. They're the Google stock. They're something that you do and purchase to make loads of money on by jacking up the price. It's always going to be that way, Dark Brother, because there's no BART there. The police force doesn't exist. The city's went bankrupt. Tons of crime. Police don't show up, so it's the cheapest. But there's a reason for that. Like you say, you get what you pay for. So for someone that grew up in Vallejo, I can deal with it. I grew up around all these guys. I grew up around all the crime. I grew up all around that. But can you imagine a family going, hey man, we're gonna get a little bit of a discount, go live to this, it's still in the Bay Area, it's this place called Vallejo, and then they get there and first day there's gun shootings outside, helicopters flying, they call the cops because someone broke into their car, and cops go, just fill out an online report. You go to the police station and the doors shut at 7 o'clock, people get shot, like people go like, wait a second, I'm not gonna live there.
My boss said, are you ready to, so I spoke with my boss. And he asked me, are you ready to
support the Fluffster?
Are you ready to go back to the Philippines? I said no. Okay, I'll give you extra money for I'll give you extra money, you go relax. I'll give you a week to try out the hotel. Coffee, I wish you were there. Said it's on me. Check out the hotel, scout it, and then I'll pay for it.
Oh man, I appreciate it, Maverick. Thank you, buddy. Just back from a keto haul. Time to meal prep. Man, I appreciate it. You know what? Shockingly, I did almost the same thing as you. So remember, I'm going to do the carnivore. That's why I'm going to cook more. We just went to Mega Market yesterday. I got 4 kilos of pork, 4 kilos of ground beef. And we did load up on the desserts. Now you're going to be like, why did you get desserts if you're doing keto? Well, we have about 2 days before, 2 or 3 days before I start the keto. So we're going to pound those desserts. I don't think I'm actually going to be able to finish them. Fluffy's already cracked into them.
I did just one dessert because you know what he said.
I appreciate it though, Maverick. Big thumbs up. Oh, let me actually hit that.
Thank you, Maverick.
Yeah,
Thank you, Maverick.
I'm the type where if I have that little window of that last, hey, we're going to get that last part in, I definitely go out with a bang.
I wish you can come with me.
I
Maybe
could, but it's just too expensive, Fluffster.
Break your
back.
When is your June?
Who?
Oh, no, I'm thinking about your visa. It's gonna be June.
It's gonna be June.
So I'm thinking, oh, maybe you come with me. You come with me and then let's have a 1 week vacation.
Maybe.
Accommodation. You
We'll
think?
see. But remember, there's no Navy base, Dark Brother. Mare Island's been shut down since 1991 or 1992. That's what really destroyed the city. I hear stories about like when my family grew up, and even when I was a small kid. I think they shut down when I was like 11, maybe 12, and the city was doing decent. Especially before I was there, it was a booming city. But closing the Navy base destroyed the city, and
Sophie,
that's
you
where the crime.
always go there when you were. You even have a video at that park at the.
Of course. What's up,
Marine.
Morningstar? Fluffy, when are you going to be at those hotels?
My boss said, let me just suit it up, uh, arrange things for you on what to handle. So like maybe a week,
I don't know what that means.
maybe a week after I go back. So she's like saying you can have a 1 week vacation.
It's a month early for my visa.
I know, but maybe I can check.
Crime's always been bad in Vallejo. Crime has always been, well, at least since the 80s and the 90s. I think before that it was much better because I know my dad used to talk about, oh, we used to be able to leave our keys in our car. But I think mid 80s, drugs took over in Vallejo. So crime was bad when I was a kid. When I was about 9, 8 years old, I grew up right where the Mare Island gates are. That's where I grew up all the way till I was 14 years old. I grew up right there outside of the Mare Island gates.
In the Navy. I know my cousin has a video of that she rode a submarine in that area. Because I remember the video, she went to San Francisco and then she was with my grandma. They went to this Navy area because like he has a cousin from her dad's side
Wow.
who works in the Navy. Maybe that was Vallejo.
The rotisserie chickens from how come you don't get the rotisserie chickens from Costco? The rotisserie from Costco is technically cheaper because it's much bigger. And actually, I like the Costco rotisserie chickens. I've never been to San Diego. I was supposed to go to San Diego. Long story short, I've done LA. I've done cities around LA, Riverside, a bunch of cities in Southern California. On the day that we were supposed to go to San Diego, my brother got homesick. I have no clue how, but he got homesick, and basically we had to cancel our trip to San Diego. We were in, I think, the city of Ontario. That's where I never knew there was an Ontario in California
Yeah.
till we stayed there.
They said.
Oh no,
what's-
Costco in your town.
Really? They said that what's nice about California is like you get a little bit of everything.
You get a little
There's
big of
a
everything.
little bit of desert area, there's a little bit of cold area, there's a little bit of beach area. A little bit.
That's actually the good thing about Vallejo. They do have a Costco.
My friend said, who lives in Sausalito, she said, "Oh, we go to Costco Vallejo once in a while, because like that's." She said that there's not much people who goes there.
But I think there's about 2 or 3 other Costco's that are at least within about 15 minutes. So,
Near that area.
yeah. What's up with everyone wearing a purse today? Maybe it's National Purse Day. I've seen 2 guys wearing a purse today. $3 a meal, almost as denong. I like those Costco rotisserie chickens. I think I've had the Walmart one once.
I wonder. You ask your subscriber, the people in the live, do they even use clutch bags?
Do they use purse?
Clutch bags. It's clutch bags, Fluffy.
The only clutch they know is in a
Clutch from
manual
car.
transmission. Jamie Newstead, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Jamie.
I've never
how
been
are
to a
you?
Sam's Club. I've definitely been to plenty of Walmart grocery stores. Even in Vallejo, I had this small one. This what's it called, the Walmart neighborhood or whatever, which I actually like those. But I've never been to a Sam's Club.
Where's Jamie at? Is he here in Vietnam?
Nope.
The only grocery you go to is Grocery Outlet, Costco, Dollar Tree's.
Dollar Tree I kind of cut out. I do sometimes go to the 99-cent store,
You didn't
but
go
very
to
rarely.
The Asian grocery, seafood at the Seafood Plaza. Is it?
I usually get my stuff either from Costco or Grocery Outlet, which will basically cover the same stuff.
How about clutch bag, Pete?
Even for me, the
clutch
fanny
bags.
pack is a little. I always talk bad about the fanny pack, but the purse is on a whole nother level.
It's a clutch bag.
It's a
Fluffy.
purse. It's a purse.
Clutch bag.
There's no way someone would say like, "Oh, that's a whatever." If someone saw that sitting on the ground, they'd say, "Oh, look, someone's purse got left."
See, a Google clutch bag.
I don't care what you call it, still a purse.
See, a clutch bag. It's
That
a
is-
fancy bag because it's 1.2 million.
That is. I'm not talking about that one. The other guy had it and had a zipper here.
This is a clutch
It's not.
bag.
Fuck it. The guy had a zipper here to put stuff inside. Yeah, like that.
It's
That is a
clutch
purse.
Bag.
That's a purse.
Clutch bag.
That's not for men. It's definitely not for men.
Some men do clutches.
It's not
See?
for them.
Clutch bags for
Okay,
men.
you could. So let's say that you had a women's panties and you started saying, "Hey, these are men's panties." Like just
Yes.
because you call it that doesn't make it real.
Maybe I'll let you wear one.
Oh yeah, this is convenient. But this even to me, this is bad. It took me a lot to wear this. And this is just the regular little fanny pack. Like for me that's over the top. Like that's pushing it for me to wear that. Now if I didn't have a YouTube channel, I probably would just have my wallet in my pocket and my whatever in my pocket, my phone. But because I have to carry batteries, because I have to have the tripod, my extra phone, like because of all that, I have to have something.
Puffy, you should do a live like this. People will like it.
People will like it.
Maybe you want the live to be like this, and then Will be the announcer. He will be like Jerry.
Yeah, I like Grocery Outlet. I get a lot of stuff like, so what I get from Grocery Outlet is usually those blowout sales. Like sometimes they'd have like cheese, and they would have like what else would they have? Oh, I got like a huge bag of candy. Like one time, like amazing deals on candy, and I think I brought that out to the Philippines. At least one of those bags.
Yeah, grocery.
Frozen
out-
stuff. Sometimes we'll have some really good deals.
Eeh. Remember your coworker said that his mom brings a lot of things from Grocery Outlet.
Yeah, I like Grocery Outlet. Grocery Outlet, I can't go 100% grocery shopping there and get everything, but it's kind of like maybe I'll go to Costco. I always would shop at multiple places. Like I would go to Costco, get like the main stuff, then I would hit up a Grocery Outlet to see like all the other stuff that I could just find on deals, and then I would go to like a Safeway or something. Remaining staples that I couldn't find for good prices. In USA, I never take any bags. In USA, I never wear any. I literally have my phone in my pocket and my wallet, and that's it. But in Asia, I obviously have to because I keep more stuff and I do YouTube. So even when I went back to the USA, I just the fanny pack just stayed in my backpack. The fam is going dog-friendly villa on the beach in Vung Tau. For us, no. Fluffy's leaving tomorrow, and I am gonna
I'm going
do a video
back to
and take it easy.
Philippines.
Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, so that's 100%. Like anything, like I would go out places and I just toss stuff into my trunk, toss a couple of water bottles in there, just whatever I needed. Don't egg me on.
But it's true.
Yeah, I love my trunk. Man, my trunk in my car was awesome for it. But I don't think I've never done a YouTube live in USA. Never done one. And I was going to say I never done a YouTube uploaded video in USA. I take it back. I did one YouTube video in USA, and that was when I got back, what, a year and 6 months ago. And I did a cost of USA. This is like September of 2023. So I've only done one video out there. So I don't know. I can't really do those good. Like, I love watching.
What's the thumbnail? I haven't seen
I love watching those thumbnails, like where people can put other people's faces on like certain characters, and they do it so good. I did it as close as I could to
Oh
being.
my gosh, what's the thumbnail? I can't
But
see
it doesn't come out perfect. I don't know how they do it. I wish I could do it a little better. I just did it simple and easy.
Hey, Earl.
I thought we'd be getting our food, but now actually I'm shockingly hungry. The past couple days I haven't been eating much. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I never carry bags in the USA. Never carry bags. But at the same time, I never walk like I do in USA that I do in Asia. I walk 10,000 steps a day here. In USA, I might walk 1,000. But like I said, it's crazy. I probably put on more weight in Asia than I do in the USA. And that's crazy because you guys, I always hear, man, the food is so poisonous in the USA. And, oh, you walk so much more in Asia. But for me, it's the opposite. For me, it's 100% the opposite. I don't know why. Maybe because food is much more expensive. Maybe I don't indulge on the cheap rice and the cheap desserts. It has to be something like that. It has to be the rice. I think it has to be the rice and the desserts. It has to be. But in the USA, I cook for myself, and I don't walk. USA, you just don't walk. So it's crazy that I walk 1,000 times more in Asia, but the past couple nights I've been just making a grilled cheese sandwich.
No, but like having water is convenient.
It's
right?
convenient.
Frothy.
Well, it's cheap. I walked every day in Saigon, but you don't walk in the USA, especially in the Bay Area. The only people, like, I try to tell people, like, anyone that walks or rides a bike in the Bay Area is either homeless or a drug addict. That's literally 99%. That's what I just had, Fluffster. If you see 99% of the time, if you see someone on a bike in the Bay Area, they're either a drug addict or a homeless person. Now out here, like, riding bikes is normal and like common, but in USA, a grown adult riding a bike is extremely rare if it's not a drug addict or a homeless person. Tomorrow's a holiday. Today is a holiday too, I think.
Yeah, but they said no fireworks.
You're the only person that said fireworks.
Because it's a holiday.
Yeah. It's so weird though, like, complete opposite. In Asia, you see people riding bikes, and it's like normal, or it's older people. USA, the only people that ride bikes are drug addicts or homeless people. Yeah, it's so weird that the mindset in different parts of the world is just so different for the same items.
But remember, Fluffy, now they have here helmets getting stolen.
Yeah, but this is different. I mean, you could just walk down the street in the Bay Area. If you see a grown adult riding a bike, you can almost guess 80% of the time that they're a drug addict or a homeless person. But it's just weird. Now, if you go to a place probably like Beverly Hills or like some nice Monterey, California, you see people riding a bike there, then you're gonna say, oh, this guy has $1,000 bike and he does yoga and he trains. Now that's different. But in the Bay Area, it's a giveaway. In TP, where's TP?
TP Bank.
In TP Bank? I'm starving. Hopefully the spiciness will do good for me too.
I still hear banging of the, so maybe they're still cooking.
Wow, still cooking. Ho Chi Minh. Yeah, I'm sure there's lots of, because Army guy messaged me last night and he was like, hey man, we just got our seats for tomorrow. And I was like, damn. So I know they said that there's some parade at like 6 in the morning and fireworks and drones. So
Yeah.
there was a lot of stuff. There we go.
This is wine.
I don't really know where to put it, but we are going to put it probably on the food since the food is just showing up.
Put what?
Yeah, Fluffy was the one that zoomed into them.
Oh, it's
I think you're behind, Fluffster. See, because someone just said much better. But where's my food? Where's my food? Where's our garbage?
huh?
Where's our garbage?
It's here on the other side. You want it there?
It's okay, Fluff.
There.
Drinking turmeric tea with a pinch of black pepper.
Coffee, it's buffering.
Not for anybody else, just for you. $300 for food this month. Same as my budget for food in Vietnam. I had cooked for myself the whole month and not eat out once. Yeah, that's a big deal. I mean, you can make. I live cheap-ish in the USA, but you have to really work. You have to cheaper types of meals. You have to the movies. You have to not go out. You have to not have Netflix. Like, you can definitely do it. You could definitely do it, but you give up a lot of stuff. You definitely give up a lot. And it's the opposite here. Like in Vietnam, like we just go out every night for dinner because it's so cheap. Like actually this month coming up is going to be more expensive. Even though Fluffy's gone, I'm going to probably spend like $140, $150 on food for myself because I had to go buy meat for the carnivore stuff. So meat is more expensive than going down and getting George Costanza for 30, Bonet for 40. So normally in a normal month, I'll spend about 120, 125-ish for myself. This month, I'm going to probably spend an extra 25, 30 bucks, go to no restaurants, and just eat 2 meals a day. The same stuff. Cheap, when I say cheap, I hate when people use the word cheap as in quality. Cheap to me means cost. When I say cheap, it's based on cost. Like you could, to me, I don't. This is why a lot of people associate wrongly. They'll say like cheap. Oh, it's not made cheap. It's like no. When I say cheap, I'm talking about the cost of something. I'm talking about I can make the best amazing steak for cheap, and they'll be like, It's terrible quality? No, it's great quality, but I'm talking about the cost of it is cheap. I've already done that. I did that when I did carnivore. And I've just bought a half a month's worth of carnivore. So I just spent 71 dollars yesterday for half a month of carnivore. Some of that stuff I won't have to buy again, but it's going to cost me about 140 to 150 bucks to do carnivore. Whereas if I do the lifestyle that I live normally here, it'll cost me like 120, maybe less. So doing carnivore, not going out to any restaurants at all, is going to cost me more, which is crazy. I'm going to have the same basic dishes every single day. I'm not going to go to any restaurants, and it's going to cost me more. Now in USA, it's awesome.
Gonna cost you more?
Yeah, because of the meat. Meat's way more expensive than a George Costanza or a Bonet. But in the USA, it's amazingly cheaper to cook at home. Whereas here, it's the opposite. Where's my food, Fluffster?
I don't know. I'm waiting. They're coming.
They're busy now.
Yeah, because it's already 9 and
Maybe they won't give us the rest. They'll say, sorry, we're closed. You only get that fluffy look. That's the Fluffster.
you made that.
Why did you assault me? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I already bought the meat. We went to Mega Mart yesterday.
Puffy, why did
Dark
you
brother.
do that to me?
We went there yesterday. I bought 4 kilos of pork, 4 kilos of ground beef. Tomorrow I'll buy probably 2 cartons
How come I
of
don't
eggs.
see
There we go. 2 cartons of eggs, and then I'll refresh the eggs whenever I run out. But basically, I'm gonna eat like ground pork with 2 eggs for breakfast or lunch, whatever you want to call it. My first meal, and then my second meal will be beef with eggs. But I've already spent. Basically, the meat alone is going to cost me $95 to $100 just for the meat, nothing else. No butter, no eggs. So it's going to cost me more to do that. Let me try to set this up in a good spot. Oh, Fluffy, I wanted. Did you make sure you asked them what meat? What'd they say? Wow, we got an appetizer. I forgot about that. Can I get chili? I'm gonna ask them for chili.
Me, I'm gonna ask them. Because the last time.
Look at this, guys. This is our whole meal. This cost about $6.50. No, Dark Brother, I'm doing carnivore, so that's the problem. So I'm substituting rice and carbs for carnivore. That's why it's going to cost me more. So everything I eat is either eggs or meat, and that is one of the most expensive things in Vietnam is the meat. So, I mean, if I was going to do carbs, I would just go out to dinner every single night and eat cheap. There's no way you can eat cheaper here on carnivore, let alone cooking for yourself. Like if I did our normal restaurants, I would spend probably $110 or less by myself here, eating out dinner every single night. Yeah.
No, here maybe.
I had it here before. I can't have it too far though, because I need to talk.
Oh.
Kobe, where's the spray?
Almost forgot.
No, I didn't. Dark Brother, I don't think you lit for as many live streams as you come into. I don't think you listen. I did carnivore for, I don't know, 40 or 50 days in the past. So,
But
I'm going to do it the
it's
whole
not-
time that
it's not
Fluffy's gone.
It works, but it's expensive.
Yeah, I tell you guys this. I did it for like 40 or 50 days, and then I finally broke down when we went somewhere else. But I'm gonna do it for the whole time that Fluffy's gone. It works perfect because I'm not gonna be going out as much. She's gone, so there's not gonna be any temptation. For two, hold on, Fluff. For two, I'm not gonna be going out as much. For three, I've already bought the meat, so I'm not gonna spend any more money and do that. Oh yeah, it definitely works. It's just crazy expensive out here to do it. Let me try one of these.
Let me try it. It's hot.
Are you sure that's pork?
Let me check. Yeah.
Well, I'm cutting out the carbs and the sugar. I mean, I have no problem. I can literally eat burger patties every single day. No problem at all. But what is this? It's like, reminds me of like fish or something.
No, it's pork. It's just oily.
It's like mushy.
No,
Yeah.
it's like there's potato.
It'll be easy because for one, I'm not going to be going out to dinner anymore. For two, Fluffy won't be here, so going out to restaurants, I won't be tempted. I'll be doing a lot more YouTube uploaded videos too, so that'll help. I have 4 kilos of pork and 4 kilos of ground beef already in the freezer. Yeah, that's what I do. I only eat twice. I will eat my last meal about 8 o'clock, sometimes between 7 and 8 o'clock at night. And then the next time I eat is about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So I eat at 1, then I eat about 7 or 8, and then the next day at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
One sauce.
Not right now. But since I'm going to do the carnivore in like 2 days, we're going to go crazy. I'm probably going to get some popcorn tonight. We have that whole bunch of desserts that we bought from Mega Market. So I didn't really notice that. So I didn't really notice that part though, Maverick. So I hear a lot of people like that. I don't know. I didn't notice drastic differences. I noticed slight differences. That's what kind of put me off to it, because I didn't notice like crazy fast results. I didn't notice anything.
Yeah, but you did
Shredded chicken. But I'll hear people and they'll be like, yeah, man, I was on it for 2 weeks and man, I look like a whole different person. Like for me, it was very slow. Dark brother, I'm doing the carnivore diet. That's the whole thing.
Just the chili.
Yeah.
Yeah, chili. Oh, there. Come on. Okay, now. Thank you.
Half pound. That's crazy. Half pound is barely a cheeseburger.
In one eating?
I'm assuming he's talking about for the whole day.
Wow.
Even Fluffy can eat more meat than you.
True. This is like potato inside. Potato and pork.
Like the carnivore part is not hard to me. The hard part is how expensive it is out here.
Yeah.
That's the only hard part. But literally, if I can eat ribeye steaks and burger patties with no buns every single day, I'd be 100% happy. We'll see. We'll see. You know what else what I'm gonna do, guys? I'm gonna make my own butter. Remember I made my own yogurt? Fluffy, when we're out tomorrow, I need to try to, well, get some cream for one, and then try to find a blender or a mixer at that place. I'm gonna make my own homemade butter. I was kind of shocked at how easy it is to make butter. I'm gonna make my own butter. I won't forget my chili, Fluffy.
Maybe tomorrow I'll bring snacks at
What snacks do you got?
We still have movies and maybe I'll put. How are you gonna make you? Oh, it's too late. But then I'll buy yogurt and put some garlic and then put the pizza.
I didn't get none of that, Maverick. Like people said, man, you're really gonna feel it and this. I did it for about 40 something days and it was just a slow progress.
Wow.
Not sure why though. Oh man, I appreciate it.
Thank you,
Utsav. Thank you very much.
Gustav.
It's like Gustav but without the G.
Gustav. Maybe it's. Do you still want Will to stream while?
If I do the live streams, which I still will do some live streams, they just won't be as much. I will probably do them on the laptop from the house. I'll either do live streams if I'm going out for some crazy random thing going on. I'll probably do a live stream, a quick one, and then I'll probably do sit down live streams from the laptop, but there'll be a lot less. Yeah, so the hard part for me about the butter is you got to use a blender or a mixer, which I don't have. So technically you can do it the old-fashioned way and put it like in a mason jar, but you got to shake that crap for like 15, 20 minutes. And I'm like, damn, man, I do not want to do that. So we're going to kind of look for a cheap mixer or a cheap blender or something. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be adding a lot of bacon to my stuff too. I cook the bacon and then I save the bacon grease and I cook in that. So I'm not gonna use any vegetable oil, and I'm gonna use 100% real butter that I make, and I'm gonna use the oil is gonna be from pork or beef.
Maybe you don't like this one.
It's okay. Look, my rice is so far. It's like in a whole different. It's in a whole different time zone. I love this sauce. Spring vlog, what's up? I just love that taste.
That's just easy to make. Curry. You boil water, you put curry, you put coconut.
But the curry that I had at the buffet was terrible. I'm not gonna really have any bones, that's the thing. I do carnivore the cheapest way. I do ground pork for my first meal with
the broth. Will doesn't like that. The bone. Will doesn't like.
my first meal would be ground pork, like probably 2 fried eggs. And then my dinner will be ground 2 fried eggs. I'll probably mix bacon with both of those. But it's the cheapest way. Like I said, if I had to do non-ground beef, non-ground pork, it would cost me an arm and a leg out here. Imagine eating ribeye steaks, not just in, I mean, ribeye steaks are not as expensive as they are in USA, but they're 60, 70, 80% damn near the same price, which would cost me an arm and a leg to eat when I go eat dinner for less than $2 at most meals. June, July, everything basically after May is really hot, really humid. So
I'm not gonna be here. Thank you.
shockingly, we're not really that hot as of now, which is kind of crazy because normally it's already hot and humid.
Yeah.
Actually, ground beef is not terribly expensive in Da Nang. I used to have an awesome place where I'd get it at a Vinmart. Vinmart was amazingly cheap. It was like a pound for like $2.30, and I used to buy it for like a month and a half straight, and then they got rid of it, and I was like, what the hell? But yeah, so ground beef and ground pork is what I'm gonna do. Spicy, my nose is running.
Eat some cucumber.
No way.
You have fuzzy nose.
Fussy. What is that?
Sniffle. When your nose have sniffles. You have sniffles.
I think there's the closest one that we have near us. It's called Pig Gym, I think it is. And I think it's about $30 a month, someone told me. But then there's expensive ones that like have AC and they're across the river and have all this. And I want to say,
the HD.
I want to say that they're like 60 or $80 a month out there. So here's a crazy thing. We're used to cheap gyms, right? You have Planet Fitness, is like $10. In Asia, things like that, especially Vietnam, a gym is a luxury out here. Like, that's considered, oh, that's a Western thing. Their gym is walking on the beach and doing that bicycle that's made out of concrete. Like, they think like, hey, this is our gym. Why would we go pay for a gym? So the gym is targeted to Westerners, and it's not cheap. It's shockingly expensive, especially if you think, hey, you could basically go eat dinner at a restaurant for 2 weeks for the same price as just a gym membership. Like in the USA, you can go get like a Planet Fitness $10 or $15 a month membership that maybe that buys you what, 1 or 2 meals in a day. I've never had the beef from the market.
Yeah.
I don't think I would get sick, but I've just never pushed it. Especially because I've been able to get fairly reasonable beef prices. So, if beef was a ton more, so the most expensive beef here is usually at the butcher shop, and it's like $290,000 per kilo, which is, how much is $290? $290 is, so it's $11 per kilo, which is like, so ground beef here is about almost $6 a pound. So it would have to be, for me to downgrade and take risk, stuff has to be proportionately a huge chunk cheaper. Goat meat, I think we have. I'm not a fan of it, but I'm pretty sure we've seen it somewhere. All Korean restaurants. I've never found Korean restaurants are always expensive.
I eat goat.
I'll tell you, Korean restaurants and Indian restaurants are always expensive no matter what city or country I go to. Korean, And Indian food is always expensive restaurants. I have no clue why. Oh, Fluffster. Fluffy, eat that last spring roll.
You don't like it.
No.
You still have your favorite spring roll.
I'll get my favorite one tomorrow. We'll go to that place tomorrow. Your last meal.
I know what to get now. Get buncha Hanoi.
I need to get some good rest tonight.
You hang out with me at the airport.
For as much as I can.
No crying. No, I'll be back. Sophia, leave one of my bags. It's my clothes.
Maybe Fluffy won't come back. Ooh, that's my right.
You still have
Yeah, but this one's for that stuff.
we have a version of Planet Fitness in the Philippines.
How do you know?
The color is the same.
Planet
but it's
Fitness is
called
just like
purple, and
the
it's
bottom basement cheapest gym you can get.
we call it Fitness First. I don't know if you guys have that. Oh, Fitness First. No, it's not Fitness. I think it's called Planet Fitness too.
Fluffy thinks it's called Planet Fitness.
Fluffy. No.
You guys still there? Where the hell did you guys go?
Because I told them I eat goat.
The Fluffster.
Yeah, so late.
What's up, Zorro?
Zorro.
And Earl. Yeah, Fluffy's leaving.
Maybe you do the live stream and then you do the StreamYard, and then we could live stream in the Philippines.
Very interesting.
You like that?
We'll see.
Maybe let's do that. But they will see that I'll be working. I'm at the office.
What's up, JV?
Oh no, maybe we could live stream when I'm doing tour scouting for the resorts.
Late dinner. Yeah, late dinner.
Yeah, very late dinner.
Combination. One, we got out a little bit late. And two, we had to wait for like 30 minutes almost. So 20 or 30 minutes to wait for a seat, and then probably 20 or 30 minutes later than normal. So almost an hour later. We got the Thai restaurant. Got the big combo Thai restaurant. Sammy almost fell. I'll tell you guys, man. No one thinks about this or give people credit. But man, it's hard to be
Filming well.
a live streamer. I mean, you have to, even a YouTuber, you got to know what you're about to say. You got to be thinking about that. You got to hold the camera. You got to watch for traffic. You got to not be able to get distracted. A lot of people don't give enough credit for that. Some people can't even walk and chew gum, let alone do an entertaining video. My channel is growing fast. I wish faster. It's never fast enough for me.
Zorro. Zorro is like... Is that a real name? Zorro. That would be interesting if I have a boyfriend. The name of my boyfriend is Zorro.
Wow.
And then he looks like Antonio Banderas from Zorro.
Wow.
Zorro. My name is Zorro.
How long did she say? We're not sure. I wish
1.5, maybe.
1.5 years.
Maybe here's some more fun.
I don't really have nothing to soak it up with.
See? That's why you bring rice.
That's why I had my own rice that you ate. You ate 2 containers of rice. You ate my spring rolls. You ate my rice. Guess I do a double mix. I want to just tell them to give me the sauce. I don't really care about what vegetables are in here, Fluffster.
It's chicken with potato and...
I appreciate it, Earl. I talked about that. So technically, remember, my rent's not due to the 12th. So my rent's due in about 2 weeks, and I haven't signed the contract yet. And I was like thinking, okay, I always think of all options, whether they're good, bad, but going to Manila, I don't really enjoy Manila. For 2, it's going to be double the cost. For 3, I'm going to have to pay more for transportation. I'm going to get less quality. The food's not going to be as good. I have no clue if the YouTube channel will do as good in the Philippines. When I did my videos in the Philippines last year, they did terrible. So basically the answer is pay more to go to a city that I don't care for. Hopefully, who knows what if my channel would even do good in the Philippines. Everything would be a downgrade and it would cost double the price. So that's the reason why I don't go to the Philippines. Starbucks asked for your name. Wonder what Philip's name at Starbucks is. OMP. Old Man Philip.
No. He said sometimes he says not nice Filipino words.
Mm-hmm.
He's like saying his Starbucks name, it would be a Filipino term for old man, playboy old man.
Philip, you sneaky devil.
Permanently drunk. Zorro, have you seen Philip's?
Actually, he might be permanently drunk, but the crazy thing is, I don't think he's drank in years. But he still could be permanently drunk.
How expensive is Indonesia? We really haven't really gone to Indonesia.
I only went in
It's
2019.
and not really Jakarta, Indonesia. It's Bali, Indonesia.
Yeah. And even back then, I would say if you equate for inflation,
Is Gustav from Bali?
Bali would still have been more expensive than Da Nang.
Fluffy will be needing your phone.
I know.
Ooh, you finished the
I finished the what?
the chilies?
Yes, of course. Well, for one, I'm not. We're not married, for one. For two, a huge part of this channel is budget, man. Remember, I left the USA with 1 year of cost of living to live in Vietnam, so it's not like I don't have this luxury where I could just say, hey, man, money grows on the trees. Let me do it. Once my money is gone, I don't have a plan, so I gotta watch every dollar until this channel can start breaking financially even. So it sounds great, like, hey man, go spend the extra money, go do this, go do that, but I mean, I literally can't. So I got to be wise about where I spend my money. I listened to Philip's live stream from Dunkin' Donuts. He puts the nut in donut. I never really get to catch his live stream because he's back in the USA now.
Hey, JV Joe. He saw me. I was sneaky. I was peeky. Kin.
Yeah, it's called Kin. But I was definitely debating doing the Philippines, but like I said, I would have to go downgrade apartments. I would get half the size at best of what I get now at more expensive. So not only would I have to go down to a smaller place, but it would probably be double the cost or near double. It would have half the amenities. It would have bad internet. It would have electricity blackouts possibly. The food would be worse. We couldn't walk everywhere. We'd have to take Grab places. So my transportation bill would be higher. My electricity bill would be higher. My rent bill would be higher. And the channel might not do good at all there. I might go there and the channel is... Go look at all my uploaded videos from... Some of them did absolutely terrible. Like, ones that are over... have like 400, 500 views in a year. It's crazy. Bubby, let's pay the bill. Can you... Okay. We might freeze because I need to pay with the QR code from the voucher. I'm going to try to do it a different way, but if it does freeze, just give us a second. So we'll stick around as long as we can. If I have to give them the voucher, then it might freeze. Fluffster, what are you waiting for? How much? Oh, perfect. Give me 1 second, guys. Give that. Okay. Okay, come on. Thank you. Give that. Okay. Okay, come on. Thank you. He's just paying the bill. Yeah, I'm just paying the bill. So the bill is paid. I don't know if I'm going to be able to walk back, but we're going to try it. Hopefully I don't start sneezing and coughing on the way back. But I do think this is my last real full day of being sick. Come on. Bali is full of Russians and it wasn't like that when I went, but I remember I went back there in 2019. Actually, I was very surprised. Bali, I never thought I was going to enjoy it, but it actually was the sleeper city for me. I thought I was gonna love. I thought I was gonna like Singapore or Chiang Mai because everybody pumped those up all the way up to the freaking sky. And then when I went to both of those places, I was not even impressed, let alone I was very underwhelmed on Singapore and on Chiang Mai. So very underwhelmed on those cities. I mean, put it this way, I would choose Wien Yan.
Doing hook too.
I would do Wien Yan over Singapore. I would do Wien Yan over Chiang Mai. It's so weird because I don't know. I have no clue. That's the one city that blows me away because everyone that I know loves Singapore. And I did everything that people told me to do. Well, for one, let me say, I hated having to stay at a pod. We stayed at those little tiny pods. And it was like $30 back then. I was getting 2-bedroom Airbnbs. I was getting 2-bedroom Airbnbs.
Beach area.
No,
Why not?
I'm sick, Fluffy. I want to not overdo myself for tomorrow. I got to get up early tomorrow too. I did everything. I was so mad when I had to get a pod that's like a tent for $30. I was getting 2-bedroom
Ooh,
condos
Mixie, this is
for that.
you.
I was
Show
getting
Mixie that.
I was getting that. The food wasn't good. And everything was kind of boring.
Fluffy, show Mixie that.
Here.
Paddle extra.
I stayed in Kuta Beach in Bali, and I stayed about 2 blocks from the beach the first time because actually I love Bali so much. I think I went back 2 or 3 different times.
Is that gonna be a court?
I have no clue, Fluffster.
Like it?
If you have the money, various eating is drinking choices.
You look.
Maybe that, but for one, even when I had much more money then, but it was just boring to me. Remember, I didn't drink back then either. So for me, everyone said, oh, go try the famous Singapore chicken. I went to the most famous market there, ordered that. And I was like, why the hell did they serve me cold chicken? And it was like cold, white, boiled chicken. And I was like, this is what everyone told me to get? I was disappointed in the food. I was disappointed in the pod. And nothing exciting. The best thing I liked was the merlion. Which way, Fluffy?
I tried the tea place.
See, I'm the opposite. I love Kuta Beach. I love Kuta Beach. I love going down there watching the sunset every day. That's one of the best places I've seen the sunset. I had a nice hotel. They had a nice, decent mall. We walked everywhere. I love Kuta Beach, and I didn't drink. So Bali and Bangkok seems like they wouldn't fit me because I don't drink and party. But I love Bangkok and I love Bali of 2019. Yeah, if I went back to Bali, I would stay in the same spot again. I wish I remember my hotel name, but it was literally like 2 blocks, 3 blocks. And I heard that they tore down that McDonald's that was on the beachfront, but I was only about 3 blocks behind that McDonald's. But I don't have any interest of going to Canggu. I don't have any interest of going to Seminyak. If I was going to go back to Bali, it would be to go to Kuta Beach again. Place where you go with friends. I leave hanging out the door, eateries. Yeah, I went with my travel buddy, but he very, very rarely drinks. But he loves Singapore. Like he loves it so much, and I don't know why. Yeah, it's one of his favorite places. But
Yeah, but
he's fine.
Bangkok too.
Yeah, but he's fine with small, tiny places, and he eats soup. He stays in hostels or tiny, tiny little hotels, and he loves it.
I can't imagine how did you guys fit both of your budgets.
He was on like half the budget that I was in 2019. At least 30 to 50% cheaper than me. He was the type.
He's cheaper than you?
Tony, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, much.
Imagine so fluffy. People think that we're going so cheap. So
Yeah. Yes, Fluffy.
oh.
I mean, you could just tell by what he brings. He travels for months at a time in a backpack because he doesn't want to pay the baggage fee. I pay the baggage for 2. He will refuse. If there's a room that's exactly the same and it costs $2 extra a night for AC, and he can get the one with a fan, he'll take the one for a fan and save $2. Like, he goes extra cheap. He'll go eat soup every day, all day. So the fast food places I've been to in Asia, I've went to a McDonald's in China. I went to a McDonald's in Philippines, in Thailand. And I went to a Jollibee in the Philippines and in Vietnam.
King.
Yeah, technically I've had a Burger King, but it was at the airport. Fluffster doesn't know about Western backpackers being from Manila. I'm not sure.
I know.
No, so that's what always blows me away, that you guys call me cheap. Man, I really wish my travel buddy would have had a YouTube channel during 2019. If you guys would have called, if you guys thought I was cheap, I would love to know what you guys would have called him. Remember, Fluffy, you know he's cheap. He walked 9 miles instead of taking a 30-cent.
Like Dark Brother, he walks from what do you call this? Terminal 21 to
He'll walk anywhere.
Icon Saya. I know.
But the problem is, he took out a girl and made the girl walk like 9 miles because he didn't want to spend the 87 cents.
From Terminal 21.
So it wasn't like, oh, he's just walking himself. Like, he met a girl and then
Central World.
he was like, yeah, we're going back now. And then he told her, like, yeah, we're going to walk. And I think she was like,
Was that
what?
Dark
Like, what do you mean
Brother
walk?
He walked Terminal 21 to Central World.
Singapore Green Lantern. See, a lot of you guys, though, also get caught up in have you name my drink? A lot of you guys are part-time travelers. You guys got to understand. You guys, my coworker, I've been traveling for years, and he'll call me and say, how come you're not, why are you at home? Why aren't you out at a museum? I'm like, dude, I live here. This is my life. Like, when I lived back in the Bay Area, I wasn't going to Golden Gate Bridge every day. I wasn't going to all the tourist places. Like, I got to explain, like, I'm not a tourist. I live here. This is my life. Like, a lot of you guys just come out to travel, so you guys want to go see the Lantern Festival, go see this, go see this. Like, for me, like, okay, maybe I'll do something once a month, once every couple of weeks. Can you close that, Fluffster? What, Fluffy?
Take a cab.
No, if you ask Dark Brother, he'll walk from Terminal 21 to MBK Mall in the heat of summer. He said, oh, it's no big deal. I'm like, dude. But then he'll go like this. Yeah, I got a backpack and I got these wipes and I take a break. And I'm like, dude, that's a whole freaking adventure. You could just spend $2. Even I would pay the $2 to take the damn grab in that weather. How else would I get over 30 countries? You have a base in the USA. I don't know how long you've been doing it for. I've been to 20 countries in 5 years, technically, right? But if you really want to break down the time that I've actually been traveling, I've been traveling for 2019, 2022, 2023, and 20. So I've been traveling for about 4 years, realistically, because 2020, 2021, and 2022, I didn't travel. I was stuck during COVID. But basically, since 2022, I haven't had a base. I've been out of the USA. Is the weather cooler in Chiang Mai or Da Nang? I can't remember. I always think Thailand in general is hotter, but I can't remember. Code Def Da Nang? Wow, really? I'm pretty sure Bangkok is hotter than Da Nang, though. I can't really tell a difference, though. Like, once you're at a certain humidity level, it's just too insane for me. Just too insane for me. I gotta get better by tomorrow, guys. I've already been down for about 4 days. Fluffy said 5, but I think it's 3 or 4. A lot of these countries you travel to have been pretty much part-time too. Yeah. I understand that, but so the only time that I was like doing it your style was 2019. But basically since 2022, I've been out of the USA. I haven't had a apartment or a place to stay in the USA since 2022, so 3 years now. Whereas you'll come out and say, hey man, I'm gonna spend 6-8 months out here, then I'm gonna get to this country, so I gotta go see this festival and that festival. So you do you do excursions. Whereas me, this is my life. I live my life at days, weeks, months at a time, and then figure out a new plan. I live multiple lives. Okay, I need a drink. Bangkok is one of the hottest. Can you tighten it, Fluffy? What's up, Army guy? I was just mentioning you earlier. I said that you said that there was a whole bunch of activities going on in Ho Chi Minh, the early morning parade, and I think there's fireworks and a drone show. There was nothing really here, at least that we knew of. I'm just recovering. I think the lady at I Love Baguette got me sick, so I'm like 4 or 5 days into a cold, but I think by tomorrow I'll be pretty good. I do feel a lot better than day 1 and 2 and 3. No, I understand, but the whole point that brought it up was something about, let me go back. It was something about like some kind of place. It was, oh yeah, you're talking about Singapore, and you're like, oh, you got to go here for this and this, and to go see this lantern. And I'm like, when I travel, yes, in 2019, I tried to do that too. That's when I did the whole crazy stuff. I think me and my travel buddy were like in 5 countries in like 8 days. So we did all that. Oh, let's go here. Oh, let's go to Ho Chi Minh, that square. Let's go here. Let's go here. Then 2022, I just said, hey, I'm going to travel as cheap as I can. Meaning, hey, this city goes here. Okay, the next city we want to go. I learned that trick. So say you come here and say I want to go to the Philippines, say I want to go to China, say I want to go to Thailand, right? I would never plan it out. I would say, okay. I would say, hey man, I'm in Da Nang now, so let me look on Skyscanner and see what the next cheapest country is. I would base it on what the plane tickets were. Some people would just say like, oh, I'm going to China, and then after that I'm going to Thailand, and then I'm going to the Philippines, and they actually cheat themselves because if you're not flexible on the dates, you'll cost yourself a lot of money. I was out all night. Not even comparable. Fireworks show is uploading now. No Mitzi. Overall, Chiang Mai, hands down cooler. Drone show's delayed. Oh, damn. The Fluffster. Hopefully you guys seen the thumbnail of the Fluffster. Fluffster, what'd you do with your stuffed animals?
Huh?
What'd you do with all your stuffed animals? For what? You collected those for what, Fluffster? By the time that you get another one, it's going to be months, and those are going to be old and dusty. Yeah, it is. Yeah. But both of those words are the same thing. Traveler doesn't mean you have to live in a foreign country and you come back. So a traveler and a liver are the same things. Hey, what's up? Yeah, YouTube. What's up, buddy? How's it going? Canada, okay, very nice. Australia, very nice. Those are two of my favorite views. What is your name? CJ, nice to meet you, man.
What's your name, man?
Will.
Will, nice to meet you.
Will Travels is the YouTube.
Okay. How many subscribers you have?
We just hit a little over 6,000.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Yeah, so it's growing, but not as fast.
Here, or?
Yeah, I've been living here for about a year and a half.
Wow.
So I do a good amount of live streams and I do uploaded videos. Budget travel and travel around Vietnam too. So have a nice night, guys. Stuffed animal. I won one and I think she's won like two. Who's what?
Who's that?
How would I know?
Why did you stop? You're what?
Will can't return. He's too many parking tickets. There is the New York pizza. Well, look at that orange cat. Look at that orange cat.
She's always there. You're battery
Why?
I spilled
Infected that dude with his handshake. Yeah. I didn't want to shake. That's why I was kind of standing far away, but there's our Bikini Bottoms. I think I'll be back to Bikini Bottoms while Fluffy's gone. I can always get the burger without the fries, I guess. So I can always do that. And I can even get Bonet. Just tell him keep the bread. Keep the bread. Patient zero. I think I'm pretty much over it. I remember the last time you guys see me do a live stream was I Love Baguette, which is back there. I'm pretty sure, hopefully she's not a fan and watching, but I think the lady, the waitress at I Love Baguette, I think she's the one that got me sick. So I've been down for like about 4 or 5 days, but I think I'm 80 or 90% now. I think by tomorrow I'll be good. I definitely feel better than yesterday, and I definitely feel better than 2 days before that. And my nose is leaking a lot more. Before it was more stuffed up. Not real stuffed up, but more stuffed up. And then I could tell, like certain signs always, I'm someone that really doesn't get sick that much, but when I do get sick, it hits me pretty hard. I think I only get sick once a year, once every 2 years or so, roughly. Once every year and a half or two, probably it's pretty average. But when I do get sick, it kind of wears me down. But remember, I don't take aspirin, I don't take medicine, I don't take none of that stuff. So I think a good amount of that keeps the virus away. But once it finally hits me, I think it hits me pretty good. Not food poisoning. The lady was coughing. And I just had a feeling like when she coughed right next to me, I was like, damn, I hope this lady isn't sick. And didn't think about it again. Then I woke up the next morning and I had that little unknowing little scratch on the back of my throat. And I was like, okay, every once in a while I'll have that little scratch when I wake up. Maybe I was dehydrated, or it goes away after a few hours, and it just didn't go away. And then I was like, And then I was like, okay, hopefully it'll go away by tomorrow. Then the next day I woke up and my nose was stuffed, and I was like, damn, that lady gave it to me. pork vaccine. No, I think I should be good by tomorrow. If I'm not good by tomorrow, I'll be good by the next day, but hopefully tomorrow. I got to go do a YouTube video with Evan tomorrow. So hopefully I'll be good tomorrow. Then Fluffy takes her flight late tomorrow night. I need another drink, Fluffster. Because they're partying. So tomorrow I got the Evan video. I got to go get a couple more things from the grocery store. I got to start editing another video. And then we got to take the Fluffster to the airport at the end of the night. And then I'll be coming back late at night, all alone. Yeah, maybe I have the swine flu. Maybe I got like the...
Swine flu is for eating pork. You didn't eat.
I didn't even eat pork. I have to get this stuff out. Like, I got that itch in the back of my throat. I didn't get my... Oh, look at all these bikes. Remember when I was talking about bikes earlier?
The kids, I told you about this too. He was looking. These kids do biking every day.
All these kids are biking.
It used to be just 2 kids. Now they're 5.
I just kind of live on the same theory. Like, I never did drugs, never smoked, right? I don't take medicine. I don't do any of that. And so far, it seemed to help me. Like, never had any major illness. Never got addicted to any drugs or smoking. So my theory is don't take stuff that you don't need. Whether it's alcohol, drugs, medication, anything. Which budget city would you live in if Da Nang? That's a tough choice because that's kind of what we've been kind of doing a lot of travel for, is to find like, hey, can we leave Da Nang, get the same quality of life at a cheaper price or even at the same? And we can't find it. I guess for me, my only real options would be 3 countries. It would be Vietnam, Thailand, or the Philippines. And then, come on. And then Vietnam, I don't know where I would go. What, Fluffy? I guess so, in my mind as of now, in Vietnam, my only 2 real legit choices that I would consider would be Nguyen Nhân or Nha Trang and Marcus's area. But the deal breaker for Marcus's area or Nha Trang is 30% more than Bangkok, or than 20-30% more than Da Nang. So at that point, Da Nang's probably cheaper. And then in the Philippines, I can't do provinces. So it would have to be like a Cebu, or the smallest I could do is probably like a Bacolod or something. But you're going to run into the problems of inferior quality on everything down the line. Houses, food, transportation, electricity, Wi-Fi, and you're going to pay more. I like Cebu. I like Cebu a lot. But it's just too expensive. And how would I do live streams in that terrible Wi-Fi or the terrible data plans? Hanoi, I've only went to Hanoi in 2019, and I was only there for maybe 3 or 4 days. So I can't fairly judge it. I would have to go back again. And I think when Fluffster comes back, we're going to do another train trip up north, and we'll probably go do Hanoi again. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it, but I was only there for 2 or 3 days, so I can't really accurately judge it, especially since it was 5 years ago. From what I hear in my budget, I'm I'm gonna say it's gonna be at least 20% more expensive. And I think with my budgeting skills, I can get it under 30. So that's why I put it in the 20 to 30%. If I went to Bangkok, I still believe that I can live almost the same quality life here in Bangkok that I do in Da Nang for probably $1,100, maybe $1,200. But there definitely would be a downgrade in some aspects. Watch it, Fluffster. If you have the money, don't limit yourself to one place. Even if I had the money, so I'm kind of rare. I'm the kind of person that wants to go to 100 countries or every country. But I think a lot of people don't want to do that much travel. I think if people, shockingly, a lot of people find their perfect city and then they don't want to go anywhere else. But I'd get bored off living there. Would you say you are living or surviving? Definitely not surviving. Like, if I was in surviving mode, I'd even be a lot lower. Like, there's a lot of stuff that I splurge on or overspend on or don't even need. So definitely not surviving. Definitely above surviving for sure. So whatever that level above surviving is. I mean, I would be living a lot differently. So I'm just always paranoid. So put it this way, if I knew, here's the reason why I'm extra tight on my budget, because I have no clue when or if this channel will break even. Now, if I knew in my mind, like, hey, if God or whoever came down and said, hey, in 5 months, you're going to start breaking even, I'd say, okay. And then guess what? I'd be able to say, okay, in 5 months, I can do this. So I can ration out the rest of my money into a larger budget. But because I don't know that, I have to spend the lower amount. I need something to drink, Fluffster. I do e-commerce. $12 million for rent. For me, if I'm assuming that's a 1-bedroom. If you're getting a 2-bedroom, that's a good deal, especially in An Thuong. That's almost as good a deal as me. But 12 mil for a 1-bedroom is definitely a little overpriced in my opinion. Where do you stay? And is it a 1-bedroom? Because remember, we're paying $12.5 million for a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 1 block off the beach, and that includes electricity and all bills. I hope it didn't.
It's still working, but I just want it dry. It's like when I press this, it's wet.
What?
When I press this, it's wet.
I head to China in 7 days. Hit me up about other visas for another trip. Very nice. Yeah, I want to get back to China at some point too.
He just sneezed.
He just sneezed. Why don't you? I tried to. Here's the problem. Downgrading to a 1-bedroom. Like, I'm waiting for Mega's response. But I have a feeling he's paying $12.5 million for a 1-bedroom. So for me, like, my equivalent of what I get right now, I would have to find a 1-bedroom apartment at the same building for like 7 million VND to equivalent the same deal that I'm getting at a 2-bedroom, and that just doesn't exist. Like, if you went here and said, hey, I want to spend 7 million or 6.5 million for a 1-bedroom at Muang Tan, they'd laugh at you. They say, dude, they don't even start off till 9 or 10 million. And then I'm like, at that point, I'm like, why would I leave my 2-bedroom to save $74 a month? Like, that's $1.50 a day. No studio. I really wish I were living in a beach town. I don't have any tissue. I didn't hate. I enjoyed my time in China. I would like to go again. I've only went one time. So I'd like to go get another assessment, but I enjoyed my time in China.
Fluffy, here's the trash.
I know, Fluffy, I have eyes. What'd you think I was going to do with it?
Here's some spray.
There's the packed Mona Lisa. Never many lights on in there. That's how I know these places are not supply and demand. So you guys say supply and demand, all the stuff is taken. Why is there no lights? Look at all these lights that are on these places. Look at it. Where's all those people? Oh, they're not there. Sounds like the landlords are just jacking up the price. That's not supply and demand. Yeah, a lot of people will recommend you walking around, but it's a lot harder, and they don't tell you. No one tells you when you go walk around, you're probably not going to even be able to look at something. And people say, why? Because you go to a front of a building, they don't have security there. So the glass door that's in that little tiny apartment complex is locked. And they'll have a Zallo phone number outside. And they'll say, contact this number. So you'll literally walk around, and you can't just stroll into an apartment complex. No one's in there, especially like the smaller ones. So you go spend all day walking around, and you'll find a place you're like, oh, I want to go take a look at this place. You'll walk to the door is locked. Nobody's down at the floor where all the scooters are parked. And you'll just get a Zallo number that you may or may not have Zallo. It's a brand new building. It's like, I know it's overpriced, still $400 for a brand new studio. Oh, it's a studio. Jeez Louise. $400, yeah, that's a lot for a studio. But I hate to say it like this, but a lot of guys messaged me and they said, I know, man, I had to overspend for that first one because then it really taught me how much I was overspending, and now the second and the third one I got a lot smarter and I got better deals. But like I said, so our deal here at the very top of the building, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 65 square meters, amazing view of the city, $12.5 million, all utilities paid. So that means I hand the landlord $12.5 million at the beginning of the month. That's it. There's no, hey, your electricity is XYZ. Hey, the water is, hey, I managed. No. I give her $12.5 million, and that covers everything. I'm at Fatty's eating dinner. Fatty's sounds like a burger spot. Yeah, so my theory is not going to change. All these places, this is not a supply and demand issue. This is the landlords greedily or somehow were told your places are worth more than what you're renting them for. So, like a stubborn child, they say, my uncle told me this place is worth 10 and I'm not going to take a penny less than 10. And people say, I'm just not going to pay. That's crazy. That's too much. They go, that's fine. Don't rent it then. And then the market agrees and nobody rents them. But then they'll say, why did Danone get so expensive? Oh, supply and demand, man. Everyone's here. No. Those landlords are doing that, and now the people will come from Boston or New York come for 2 or 3 months. Oh, man, we're right on the beach. You know, I don't know who Will Travels is. I never watched this channel. We just came from USA, and we're just gonna get away from the USA. We're gonna YOLO it. We're gonna go spend $900 on this place. This place last month, $400. And these people come here and spend $900. Now those landlords are like, wait a second, we could freaking find suckers to pay $900. Hell, all we're gonna do is just hold out till we get the next $900 guy. We're never gonna rent it down for $400 anymore. I don't care if this place sits, because this place up here, if we rent it for $900, it takes care of this rent, and this rent. That's what the landlords are doing. It's not a supply and demand issue. Look at how many lights are not on in these places. It's not a supply and demand. It's landlords are not going to take less. You guys said the word, they save face. They're not going to take less than what they feel it's worth. So they'll let the place sit. And then I found out another thing that's different about USA and Asia. So in USA, you get a mortgage and you have a mortgage payment every single month. You got to make your mortgage payment, right? Out here, I heard a lot of stuff is not based on mortgage or it's already paid for. So it's just like, hey, we've already bought it. We don't have to make a payment on it this month. Well, let it sit. Let it sit till someone gives us what we want. So it's a lot different motivation out here. Not Tring are in shock that you're paying $5.5 million for the same apartment that are renting. Yeah, so that's the thing. Just like if you go up to Sun Tra, you can go get nice. I love looking at the places on Facebook and Sun Tra. I'll go look and I'll be like, wow, look at that place. That place has an amazing, huge balcony, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 7 million, 7.5. I'm like, that's an amazing deal, man. But I'm not going to go live in Sun Tra. Sun Tra has no Anthuong. I mean, they don't even have a Chow Ti Vin Ti type of street. I mean, they have overpriced Korean and overpriced some Western restaurants, and everything's secluded. You can't really live in a tiny little bubble like you live in Anthuong. So I go, screw it, man. I'll just pay the extra 3 or 4 million and stay in Anthuong and get everything. Fatty's is an Aussie bar. Fatty's would be a good name for a juicy burger spot. Oh yeah, we're gonna have dessert when we go back up. Shockingly, we went to Mega Market. I thought you were sleeping, Fluffy. No, we're not 5 minutes away because remember, I refused to ride a scooter. So we're probably about 40 minutes walking from our area. From the places that I find in Sun Tra that are up this way to down here to Bikini Bottoms in this area is about a 40-minute walk. 40 minutes there, 40 minutes back. So that means either I'm going to be walking a total of 1 hour and 20 minutes to and from in the sweltering heat, or I'm going to add $4 a day to my transportation budget. $3 or $4 a day times 30 days, $90 to $120. Now, let's say I saved $100 going to stay in Sun Tra. I just threw away all the $100 on the transportation to get back down here. So in the end, it's not worth it. Those are just incompetent owners who don't understand. They are actually losing money. If it's, I know, but I'm telling you, until you live here and been here for a long time, you will not understand the logic, and it makes no sense. These people will just let this sit for 4, 5, 6 months. I've seen places sit for months, and I'm like, dude, why wouldn't you just take? I'm offering you just like 1 million or 2 million less. Like it's literally like $90, $100. Like, wouldn't you rather take this than nothing? Give me a 1 month deal. Take 1 million less, 2 million less. Give me a 1 month contract, and if next month if you find someone that'll pay more, kick me out. Nope, I won't take 1 penny less. And I'm like, this is stupid. It's only like $50 a month to rent. I don't rent scooters for 2 reasons. 1, insane hazard risk. 2, you can only get a 50cc. Now, if you rent anything over a 50cc, you're now renting an illegal. You're driving illegally, because we as Americans can't drive legally in Vietnam. Anything over 50 cc's. So if you get into an accident, that nice insurance plan that you guys got, that Dark Brother probably has, wouldn't pay your bills. They say, dude, you were driving above 50cc scooter and you have a broken leg. We're not going to pay that. You were illegally driving in Vietnam. So for me, there's absolutely no reason to rent a scooter for safety reasons and financial reasons. I spend $10 a month at most to ride Grab living in Anthuong. So if I went and rented a scooter, I'd be paying $40 extra a month than what I pay for transportation now. So it doesn't make sense. Stay in Anthuong, pay less than 10 to get around everywhere else. Hey, what's up, buddy? So I spend less than $10 a month, and I live in Anthuong, so I walk everywhere, and with the times I go places, it's $10. Or I can rent a scooter for 5 times the price of my transportation, and then still take the risk and the financial addition.
You're leaving this.
Yeah.
I'm not getting on a scooter, though. The only time you guys are going to see me on a scooter is 10,000 subscribers. So if we get there, we will do it.
I have to go to Philippines.
I have seen the same here in Poland. You will tell them if I will rent it for 6 months. They tell you I have renters here next month for 2 weeks. I will call you for the 2-week renters and tell them sorry.
Travel agency.
Very interesting.
And they're planning to make a group tour in the Philippines, and I have to scout for places. Oh.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually thought about doing something similar when I was.
I don't know, but
doing
everyone acts like I'm the big key. They're like,
I used to ride a lot of bikes.
Evan made a great point. He was like,
But you still do it,
hey,
right?
Will, we shouldn't have made that video talking about X, Y, and Z because now two random guys sitting at a cafe talking about prices are going to, the people back in Ho Chi Minh are listening. Now they're going to go put out on the PA, hey guys, let's jack the price up. It doesn't work that way.
More than 30 years.
Wow.
I'd rather
Yeah.
rent a monthly electric scooter and see the whole city. But see, that's the difference. I don't want to see the whole city. I'm not exploring. I know the area that I want to live in. Imagine this, like let's say you live in Vacaville, right? You live in the night, you get a house in there, right? You stay there. You're not gonna be like, oh, I want to go take a look at the ghetto over here. No, you're gonna live in your same neighborhood. 90% of your life, you're gonna go grocery shopping in your area. You're gonna walk around your area. You're not wandering all over Vacaville.
Kinabalu. Indonesia. No, that's in Malaysia, sorry.
I'm not sure. I don't think you ever said how much you rented it for, but I think the cheapest that I heard was like 600 or 800,000. I'm pretty sure it was 800, but it could have been 600,000 for a month.
That I had worked with. It's tourism. How you doing, Squire?
Man, I'm just recovering from a cold.
Yeah.
Someone down at a restaurant gave it to me. So I've been down for like 4 days.
Finally. I do all the time, and I've studied this a lot. Vitamin C. I buy a kilogram at a time.
Yeah. I don't even know where you would get that here, though.
Shopee.
Oh, Shopee. That's the problem, man. I hate you got to order everything online out here. I love back in the USA, you can go to Costco, you can go here. It's like, you need something simple here.
This is like pure vitamin C powder. And they inappropriately named it scorbic acid. It's actually A-scorbic, but it's been put together. And it's been put together, and the new name is ascorbic acid. So when I got scorbic acid, I'm like,
what the hell is this?
Yeah. And then I did a bunch of research, and it was like, oh, that's just the wrong spelling or outdated.
I see.
But I order a kilogram at a time, and I put it into my water all the time. I buy my little, I actually buy my water from over here, and I have a little bottle, and I just put in 20 grams of it into each water.
How long does that last?
I used to do almost a kilogram a month.
That much?
Yeah.
That's like 2 pounds.
There's a guy in the States. He's the vitamin doctor, and his kids. He's never vaccinated these kids, and they've never been sick. And I think they do 20. I forget. There's a ratio there. 20 grams a day, but they've never been sick in their entire lives.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
I don't ever really get sick. I get sick once a year or once every year and a half, 2 years. But when at least I feel once I do get sick, I'm not gonna say like it kills me, but it kind of hits me kind of hard.
Well, yeah, things will catch up.
Because I don't take aspirin, I don't take medication, I don't take anything like that. So I don't do vitamins, no aspirin, anything like that. So I kind of feel like that's why I don't get sick. Because a lot of people I know will go load up on medication and then anything will get them sick. Like it weakens their immune system. But for me, like it'll be rare that I'll ever have like an aspirin. But then once I get the sickness, it'll kind of hit me. But I feel like I'm on the tail end of it now.
It'll build up, and then your body just goes, all right, let's do some damage control.
That's how it feels. I'm just recovering. I've been down for about 4 days. About 4 days I've been down.
Guess who I met today? We had a lovely, I had a beer lunch. We had a juice.
Who?
Richard.
Oh, Richard. Okay, yeah.
Oh, Richard.
Did he tell you he's the inventor of the iPong?
The app?
No, not the app. It's the self table tennis machine.
Oh, really?
He created that. He's a very interesting guy. He moved
like him
he
a
moved
lot.
over here.
I
Yeah, he's
like
a nice
him a lot.
guy.
Yeah. No, we had an absolutely fantastic one.
Yeah, he's lived a lot of time in China.
Yeah. He says he's quite on a basic level. He's quite.
Yeah. I've been paralyzed for about 5 years. Wow, that's crazy, Summit. Hard to believe.
I've been paralyzed myself. Summit, you can get over it.
No, this is what he said. I've been paralyzed for about 5 years, but your stream gave me courage to stand up and jump out of the window. How'd you type this? Were you jumping out at the same time? Characters.
Summit, dude, if you're listening, you can hear me. Yeah, I've been paralyzed.
Let me see. Where are you at? Are you up here? Where are you at?
I'm over there.
No, where's he jumping out of this window at? Crazy. We got some characters in here.
I've got to go refill my 3 cigarettes. They're illegal here. You can get fined 2 million Vietnamese dong if you're fined.
Wow, $80.
Yeah, and I brought it in. And I was looking for places, and I found them online, but they're all closed. They're all closed up because they're illegal.
Yeah, but you can see a lady with a basket and then she has box. But you really have to find it. She's usually at Antong area.
This is Antong.
No, in the Antong 1, 2, 3, and around that area.
Further
Antong
down.
1, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, there was on Google Maps there's a shop, and I was on my bike and was like, "Where's this place, man?" They could
Said it shut down.
There was nothing there.
Yeah, he should wait. He should wait so I could film it.
Oh, look at this guy! He's got a,
What? Am I going to be in a video? Are you,
Yeah.
you're on a live
Maybe
stream
you
right now.
ask how much?
You're on a live stream right now, so I guess technically you're on a video.
Yeah.
They're fun. I almost killed myself.
It's the scooter e-bike.
Scooter e-bike.
It's the scooter.
What? Oh, yeah. See, this is the one I want. I want that one right there. I'd be riding that all over town. I'd ride that for sure. Look.
So, are you gonna be leaving Da Nang, dude?
Me? No, I'm staying here.
I saw a video. You said you're gonna be leaving.
Yeah, we left already. We went on a trip for a week. We went down to central Vietnam. We were leaving.
What do you mean? This is central. Da Nang is central.
More central. We went to Nguyen Nhân. We went to a city called Tuy Hoa, and we went to Nha Trang. So we went down there. We got back about a week ago.
Yeah, I was coming out here. Where is it?
Yeah, we just temporarily left. But I'm gonna sign unless something changes in the next week, I'm gonna sign a lease. My first ever lease at our building upstairs. She lowered the price. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So she was requiring me to sign a 3-month lease, but she lowered the rent. So I gotta kind of do it, but still no security deposit. So no security deposit. It's a lease, but I'm paying her all the 3 months up front.
My girl has been asking for an extra $3 million, but it's like none of my fucking business really, because I said, okay, I'll pay you. I forget what I was paying. I forget what I was paying initially. Now I'm paying 11, but I said, okay, I'll pay I forget what I paid initially. I forget.
14.
Huh?
Didn't you pay 14 at the beginning?
That was with all the bills,
Okay.
and then I paid an additional. Yeah, and I paid an.
Because I remember when you're on the bike, you're like, oh yeah, stay here. I was like, oh, how much? You're like, 14. I was like, oh, that's what I paid. You got a 2? And you're like, no, 1. And I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, so I paid an additional $3 million damage deposit or whatever that
Okay.
stupid thing is. And I've been cleaning my apartment. I'm still not even finished cleaning it since and cleaning it all up. But anyway, so that's what I paid. But it was like, okay, all in, you pay the bills. I'm good with that, and they said okay. But the agent and the lady who stays up on the 41st floor they made a deal where they would pay the owner more money for the damage deposit or the security deposit. And then she's saying, well, I paid this, you know. And I'm thinking, well, why should I give that to you?
Yeah.
Why should I give that to you? It's that you and this guy actually, I think the guy is like toast. She's fired him. Because he was
I just
lying.
refuse, man.
He was lying to me, and he was all emotional. And I was taking your advice, just walk away, and I was going to walk away, but I needed a place. And he was going, okay, right, I'll pay all this damage deposit for you, and I'll get it back in 3 months or 2 months or a month. And I thought, yeah, but whatever, you know. And I was just tired. I was tired from traveling and stuff, and I had to get to work. I needed a place with internet. So I said, okay, whatever. Yeah, we'll do this. And then she comes back to me and says, all right, you have to pay the electricity number. That was all in. I gave her an extra 800,000. She's really sweet. She's really nice. So I'm just trying to be agreeable. But yeah.
They'll definitely try to push to see how far they can take me, but that's why I negotiate the way that I do.
I'm really pleased with what I've got now, but I want to go up to Hoi An. I mean, if I'm going to be sticking around here, but you know, I want to focus on my work. If I went to Hoi An, I'd get a place and I'd get a garden, and I'd be focusing on that. So I just want to get to do some work. I gotta go refill I got work in the morning. I gotta go refill this e-cigarette.
Yeah, we're about to head up too. I'm going to try to get some rest. It's already probably past my time that I should be there.
If you WhatsApp me, dude, I'd be glad to give you some vitamin C.
Okay.
Because I've still got the whole kilogram.
Okay. I'll look into that too. A whole kilogram. That's probably like this big.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, and you can do 20 milligrams. How do you tell if you... Vitamin C is healthier than water.
Yeah, I heard that you can't really overdo vitamin
You
C.
can't do it. You can overdo water, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. People die
But
from it.
you can't overdo. Yeah, you will start just going. And you have to go to the bathroom. So that's the indication of your body doesn't need any
More
more.
vitamin C.
I did that once when I was fucking teaching, and you can't leave the class like, oh, for fuck's sakes. Yeah. I used to have a standing class, and it was like, where's my fucking garbage bin? Boom, shit all over the floor.
Oh,
It's the first
man.
time I've shared that story. But that truly happened.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So that's when you know you've had too much vitamin C, when it gives you, when your gut's saying, I'm
No
gonna
more.
have this pass, and nothing's gonna stop it.
That's crazy. The
Yeah.
vitamin C.
Yeah. So but I just do it all the time with my water. All right, Square.
All right. Well,
to see
I'll
you.
see you later. Fluffy will be
Happy
gone.
travels.
Thank
Happy
you.
travels, Fluffy. Fluffy.
All right, Clarence.
Bye.
Take it easy. This is, I don't know, we've never actually checked out this one.
Hotel.
But we've never checked out that one. Fluffy said, how come we never look at that one? But
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's not that great of a price. We looked at the one that's like right here, though. We've done a video on this
I
one.
think you're not really interested with that because you don't have it doesn't have a balcony.
I wouldn't care. Everything, I'm like the $1 Million Man, the wrestler. Everything has a price. If this place was 7 million and it was huge, okay, I'd rent it. If it was 8 million, 9 million, maybe.
It has a name there, but it's all covered.
But if this place is 11 or 10 or 12 million and it's a one, but I know. But everything almost to me has a price. Like, give me a tiny little studio. Like, let's say there was a 25 square meter studio here, and they were like, hey, this is 3 million. I'd go, hey, okay, maybe I'll think about it. So everything does have a price to me in rental terms. Now, I don't know if I would take it, but I would definitely think about it. Yeah, his name is Clarence. Yeah, I'm still recovering. I don't know if you guys can hear me. I am. I think I look sick too. Look at this.
Maybe I'll pop in there. Maybe Fluffy, I'll pop in there for 2 bubbles.
Met a man named Jim. I know a couple of Jims.
Jim? Jim is your coworker, Jimmy.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan. A lady named Sarah. There was a couple ladies named Sarah that when I was in elementary and junior high with. Now I'll give you guys, if you guys want names that you guys don't know for sure they're old people. Ethel, Pearl, Ruby, Estelle, Walter. Tell me that you ever met a 20-year-old named Walter. I don't know. I don't think she has a nickname.
Why?
What's another old man name? Walter. Farewell drink. Wow, a farewell drink. I'll probably be inside sleeping. I gotta wake up. I gotta do another video with Evan tomorrow. Evan loves to get, well, I was gonna say at the crack of dawn, but Evan probably gets up early because he has kids, but Evan's always like, hey man, you wanna do a video at 9 or 10? And I'm like, sure, but
Kids are in school.
maybe. But I always try to push it off. I'll say like, how about 11? And you're like, yeah, 11's fine. But you never hear of a 20 or even a 30-year-old named Walter. Tell me a 30-year-old or under this name's Walter. What's another one? Henry. You never hear a young person named Henry. You never hear a young person named Fred.
You know one of my brother's name is? His full name. Well, in the Philippines, usually you get two names. His full name is Andronico Zebedee.
Wow. I had a couple of friends named Jimmy. Scott. Scott. You could. I know some 40-year-olds that are Scott.
If we don't have water, maybe we should go up.
Walter, though, I'm telling you guys do not know a young Walter.
Walter?
You guys definitely don't know a young Walter. What's another one? Penelope. You got Penelope Cruz.
Penelope Pitstop.
Who else?
Penelope Cruz. I'm going up.
I'm going up too. You guys can stay down here, but I'm going up. I need my rest. I'm trying to recover. I took all my strength to get out to dinner tonight. Barry. Barry's another old man name. When's the last time you heard a 40 or younger named Barry? Who? I don't know who that is. Who else?
Jollywood. That used to be our neighbor in Rwanda.
I don't remember. A green card? She does not got a green card. She doesn't even have citizenship.
A green card that's colored red.
Oh, Fluffster. I'll show you guys the one rare Samuel.
Sammy. Is Sammy a Samuel?
I don't think Sammy is a Samuel because if you notice, Sammy doesn't have two M's in his name. So I think his name. Does anyone know Sammy's real first name? I have a feeling it's not Samuel, unless it's because I notice it always. I always notice that he doesn't have two M's in his name. So I think he must have. I don't know. I've never known Sammy's real name.
Samuel.
Baza? What is Baza?
This is like flooding my WhatsApp.
If you remember when there was kids in here and they got lost and they were crying.
Yeah. We
Like,
didn't know what to do. And then, run floor.
they were looking at Fluffy and they're like,
Oh, Earl. Why are you crying, Earl?
Fluffy.
Fluffy, can I go out and play?
I don't care. I'm gonna stay and rest.
Wrestling?
Wrestling. After being away for so long? No, I don't think so. I gotta get up somewhat early tomorrow. I need my rest. And I feel.
Is there a guy named Abu? Abu?
What's up, Mark? Is that Sammy's name?
Aziz.
I don't know what Sammy. I don't know. I don't think he's ever mentioned it. Fluffy, my ears, they're cracking. I don't know why they always have that. It's like their window's broken.
Windows broken. All my bags are packed in.
Well, yeah, Fluffy, you said you were gonna pack your bags.
I'm done.
No, you're not. And then we have to get up.
Put the things up.
Oh, let me show you before you leave, Maverick. So, we are definitely stacked on the dessert. Look. Let me show you guys. We went to Mega Market. Look, those are some cream puffs. These are the Dale. Oh, Fluffy, you already cracked into these. Those are the Dale specials, and those were the little cream puffs. Somehow these all have to be gone within 2 days. Actually, like a full day. And then look, there you guys go. Look at all my carnivore meat. This is 4 kilos, and this is 4 kilos. And another. This is the city of Da Nang and the country of Vietnam. Yep, that's exactly what it is. But there's so many. Like, I was sick, and I thought I was going to be able to eat those, but I've been very not eating. So now, like, all of them are left, and we have, like, 1 day left. Oh, Fluffster. Look, so Fluffy, we have to get up in the morning and go do an interview. And look.
I'm done.
Where?
Here.
Where?
This is all what I'll bring. See? This is all the... Fluffy, I'll bring this.
Yeah, that's why I did it, JV. I'm doing the carnivore. Once Fluffy leaves, I'm doing the carnivore. So I'm basically just eating tons and tons of... Look, I got 4 kilos of pork, ground pork, and 4 kilos of ground beef. And then I will eat eggs with that. So that's why there won't be that many live streams. I'm not going to be going out to dinner. I'm going to be using probably my handy dandy new skillet to be cooking dinner. So there's going to be a lot less. Tonight was kind of our last hurrah for a live stream. Now there will be live streams at certain points. They're just, don't expect them to be every day now. If we do a live stream, it'll probably be most likely inside. I'll be on the laptop and we'll do one from sitting here. And maybe if I go out somewhere and I see something crazy or rare, maybe I'll do a quick live stream. 360 pay. Oh my God, Philip. And you're a gambler? You already have enough vices. Cooking show? I could do a cooking show, but it's going to be very, very plain and basic. It's going to be ground beef and 2 fried eggs, so it's not really that elaborate. Philip, you do not need any more vices. That's the last thing you need. You have a spam vice. You have a overspending vice. You have a coffee vice. You have a cigarette vice. And now you have a gambling vice. And sub to your channel. That's why we've been getting so many trolls lately, Philip. I couldn't figure out why we were getting so many trolls. Oh, of course I season it. But I mean, it's ground beef, so I mean, I'm literally putting coarse sea salt and pepper. 2 eggs and pork. That's exactly what I'm doing. So in the morning, well, so basically I'm going to eat 2 meals. I'm going to eat at 1 o'clock. I'll have some ground pork and 2 fried eggs. And at night, I'll have some ground beef and 2 fried eggs. I went in and I paid my $8 a pack. Jesus Christ. See, you're having a vice to support another vice. That's called, what's that called? The gateway, the gateway drug. A gateway drug, man. Come on. Fill up. You're not going to make it back to Asia with all those vices. You do not have... Hold on. Fluffy, I need my drink. I'm coughing. It's where? I feel that tinge. I'm dying, Fluffy.
That's why I'll leave you.
Good.
Because you didn't give me your you did not give me your SSS.
What's SSS?
The number.
Oh, actually, guys, this will be a good way to end this live stream. Here's how we'll do it, guys. You guys will see a rare occasion. You guys know I never take medicine. I don't take drugs. I don't smoke cigarettes. I don't do any of that. This is probably a once, maybe in a lifetime that you guys, I don't know. Depending on how long this channel exists. I am going to do some cough. I think, Fluffy, what is this? What is this medicine?
It's cough syrup, but it's all natural.
Oh, Mitzi, you can chug this like soda. It's organic, non-GMO.
Me.
I got it, Fluffy.
More. No. Go. More.
Fluffy, it's not a shot.
Okay.
I never do this, so this is going to be... I got to get pumped up for this because remember, guys, I don't do this crap. Yeah, today is 50 years. I had one at AM. Oh, don't do it. You will get hooked. Hooked? No, I don't get hooked on anything. This will just be a... Hopefully this will be the last one. I think I'm about 80 something % fine. The only thing I have now is just a little, every once in a while, a little tinge in the back of my throat. But my breathing is a lot better. I haven't really had that much hard coughs, but let's do this. I hate the taste of this. Ugh, that's disgusting. Shockingly, you know what's weird? It has a bad medicine taste, but the heavy flavor that you taste in that is pancake syrup. It tastes... Yeah, it's like a maple syrup kind of taste to it. I think if Fluffy says that's all natural, I think it's flavored with some kind of syrup.
It's with honey and some herbs.
Honey
And some herbs. Natural.
Actually, I've been sending Fluffy to sleep in that room. So remember how you guys say, what do you need 2 bedrooms for? What do you need 2 bedrooms for? It's been coming in handy because I had her sleep in there so she won't get sick. If she wasn't going back home and getting on a plane, I'd say, screw it. But I didn't want her to get sick going on the plane or something and miss the ticket. So she's been sleeping in there the past couple days. And it's been so peaceful. So quiet when I'm sleeping. No one rolling over and elbowing me. No one telling me, get off your phone.
Yeah, but you sleep so late.
Yeah, so that's a great thing about that extra bedroom. Because remember, that bedroom came in handy twice, at least twice. Because remember, one day, for about a day and a half, maybe almost 2 days, my AC in the bedroom went out. So if I would have had a one bedroom, I would have had to sleep on the couch because there was no AC. But instead, I went and I slept in there. And then, actually, I forgot. Then our landlord painted our apartment. She painted the bedroom. So we had to go sleep in the other bedroom that wasn't painted. So that was the second time. And then now, when I got sick, Fluffy goes in there. So that's been 3 times in what? 4 or 5 months that we've used the second bedroom. Fluffy does online gambling sites. She's the one that lied to Philip that he just won 8,000. No, she does a travel, not a travel blog. I stopped at the Hard Rock going home. Philip, man, you're getting into too many vices. I don't know. I'm the type where I don't ask. I don't want to know. I'm going to die at some point. I don't want to know. Hey, sir, come into the hospital. And they put on their glasses. Hey, you got about 14 days left. I just want to just not know and walk down the beach and be like, oh, my God, what is that feeling? Oh, a vein in my brain popped. I'm about to die. Like, that's the way that I want to go out. Hard Rock. Oh, Fluffster, but look at our new fan.
We have a new Phil.
We do?
Phil L.
Where? Oh, Phil L, what's up, buddy? Which one's the real Phil? Phil L or Phil J?
L?
We have Phil J and Phil L. The battle of the Phils. You know who the best Phil is? Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Actually, I met Uncle Phil from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air one time in my grandma's city. Met him at Safeway grocery store. And he looked at, like, you know how like every once in a while, like either it's a famous person or someone that you know and you're like, you'll walk by and you'll look at them and you go like, you do this. That's how I looked at him. I went, and I was thinking, because I was like, who the hell is this? I know this guy. And then I was like, who is that? Wait a second. And I was thinking, and then as soon as I looked up at him like this, and he smiled, and he was like, and I was like, oh, that's Uncle Phil. And I just, hey. And then there's a escalator at that grocery store. Very nice. It was in a city called Montclair. It's a suburb of the Oakland Hills. And there's an escalator that takes you to the top of the Safeway where you park. So you park on top of the roof at Safeway, and there's an escalator that brings your basket up. And we were going out there because I seen him at the beginning when I first walked in. And then I seen him when we were leaving. And I was like, hey, man, Uncle Phil, man, I can't believe it. But I found out that he lived there, and another famous person that I ran into just one time quick was Danny Glover. Danny Glover lived there too. Yeah, the doctor told him if he smokes, he'll live longer than 220. 200 pizza? No, I never heard about the 200 pizza. That's insane. I never really remember he was the voice, but then I'll see like a YouTube video that mentions it, and I'm like, wow, I didn't know that. And also, what blows people away is Kevin Nash was Shredder in, I think, the second Ninja Turtle movies. Mechanic in the pub. I'll be listening to the background. Crank this thing up. Crank it up, Philip, so the whole town of Gary, Indiana hears it. Turn it up so freaking Gary, Indiana can hear the last couple minutes of the live stream. The last one with the Fluffster. Let me show you guys. I don't think all of you guys seen the thumbnail, but I do want to get my creative credit for doing this thumbnail. Look at what the thumbnail looks like. Look. Here we go. This is the thumbnail. What do you guys think? The Fluffster is leaving.
This is my last night.
This is not your last night, Fluffy. Stop saying
Sleeping.
that. Of sleeping, yes. But you'll be here all the way till about 11 o'clock tomorrow. 10:30. Yeah, she's coming back. Hopefully not too soon. $200 pizza happens poor people buy $50. That's crazy. Fluffy does not have an action figure. She needs to hit a next level plateau before she can get that. You can't just go around giving action figures to people. It spreads the wrong message. Thailand from Da Nang yesterday. My retirement visa is about 11 months. Very nice, very nice. Da Nang. I like Thailand too. Fluffster. Fluffster's gonna miss George Costanza. I don't even know what she's gonna be eating over there. Maybe rice. Maybe she only gets rice over there.
Eating a lot of fancy restaurants.
Fancy restaurants from where? Jollibee is not fancy.
Maybe I go to TGIF.
Wow.
Maybe I go to TGIF. I go to Denny's. I go to
Denny's.
Italian restaurant. Maybe I go to Michelin star restaurant.
Wow.
Wow.
Maybe you can send it frozen food to me.
It's not gonna be Michelin star.
What is it gonna be? What's today, Fluffster? Thursday? Wednesday. Jesus Christ, I gotta get up early. Jeez Louise. I still have to, there's still videos on that. I think there's not Trang videos still on my GoPro. I gotta transfer those. I've done 2 videos out of about 6 that I gotta make up. So, the good thing about Fluffy leaving is that I'm gonna have nothing but time to focus on the channel. I'm gonna crank out all these editing uploaded videos, and then I can just shoot a video. I won't have to focus on anything but besides just the channel. So that'll be the positive. I think I heard of the Michelin star here. I think it's in Central, but I think it's either way too expensive or there was nothing that I really cared for on the menu, but I definitely looked at that. What's up, Mr. Randomly? I like Thailand. After 3 years living here, I'm just looking for a change. I can also get, oh yeah, you get way, so my second favorite city, I tell everybody, is Bangkok, but the visa situation and the cost of living is different. Do they rotate your tires when you, yeah, they rotate your tires at the Michelin restaurant. And they even patch them if you have a hole too. No, she was supposed to give them, look, she was supposed to give them away. The whole thing was, before I leave, I'm going to go give these away. And now, look at, she's taking up all the space. And I said, what the hell are you going to do with these? She said, oh, I'm going to wait. And I'm like, Fluffy, what are you going to do with the stuffed animals?
Giving it to the kids.
When?
When I go back.
They're going to be old and dusty.
No, it's not. It's on the shelf.
Old and dusty.
Love
Like you.
Thank you.
Like you. Old and dusty. You dusty roads.
You love
Old and dusty.
Hulk Hogan.
You're the fluster.
You're dusty.
This room, look, guys, you guys will see. This is how much you'll know that how much she brought. Because tomorrow, everything in here will just be
Okay,
mine.
leave that bag.
Maybe I sleep in this room.
Because you miss me.
No, I'll put the other bed in here. What? I guess that's about it, guys. Man, I need to get my rest. I need to get better. I'm feeling probably about 80%. And then tomorrow's the last big day. I got to go do an interview with Evan in the morning. Actually, me and Fluffy are going to do a video, not necessarily an interview, but we're going to go do a video with Evan. So look for that video. Usually Evan kind of takes a little bit of time on editing his stuff. So maybe the video of me and the Fluffster will be out maybe in a week or so, I'm assuming. Somewhere around there. And then I think I'm going to go get a couple things from the grocery store. I feel like there's something else I got to do. Probably start editing a little bit. Then we'll go out to dinner one last time. Then late at night, we'll go to the airport. Discount Dale. I haven't used that name in a while. I think Dale has too many stuffed animals. Maybe he doesn't need it anymore. What was I gonna say? So we'll do a live. You know what? We'll probably do a live stream probably at dinner tomorrow. It's gonna be our last dinner. We'll probably go to the chicken restaurant. That's probably. Hopefully the owner will be there. Because Fluffy will say, "Oh, I didn't get to see the owner." Why did I?
Don't really see her that much anymore.
Don't trust Canadians. They promise that they're communists. What you think, Chad? I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna at least go lay down. Fluffy, what are you doing?
It's hot.
You're hogging the fan.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to make use all the AC and the fan because it's gonna be hot in my country.
Yeah, in your country they don't have AC.
Damn it! Of course we do.
You don't have it there.
No, we have it.
Fluffy, you don't have it there.
Of course we do. Maybe I give the security some candy.
Maybe they say, "Is this poison?" Oh, I took my medicine. Maybe my medicine will make me tired.
Yeah. I'll get some beer to get tired.
Maybe you're gonna drop the candy so you can find your way home.
I'll give the security something.
Wow. And then they'll get sick and they'll blame you. I think I'm about 80 to 90%. I've been down for about 4 days or so. But I think by tomorrow, it's a lot better than it was yesterday. It's better than yesterday and the day before. So I think by tomorrow I'll be good. I went out finally tonight. I actually went out to Mega Market yesterday for a little bit. So I started getting back in the groove. I think by tomorrow, one more full night of sleep. I took that crappy cough syrup. So, but it'll be very calm and peaceful after tomorrow night. I'll be all here alone.
Oh, Teresa! Hi! Teresa O'Reilly. I'm packing. I'm going back to the Philippines for a while.
Oh,
I'll leave Will here. Tell him to do more streams so I can so we can guard him. Maybe
guard.
Yeah. Because
The hell is guard?
You do something bad.
I'll do bads. I'll ignore everybody.
I'll do something. Thank you.
Guard me. What am I,
Thank you for
army
this.
base?
How long will I be gone? 2 years.
Wow.
Kidding. Maybe 1.5 months. Maximum maybe 2 months.
Oh, that
I'll
means
get
I'll be
some of my stuff
sleeping.
here.
Fluffy, I think that medicine's making me tired.
Good.
Oh,
Yeah. I'll go out. Bye.
I'll go in.
Hmm?
What the hell, Fluffster?
See, I'm going out and I'm going to the Philippines and I won't have boom boom.
Live stream Fluffy with Will. I don't know how to do that. I was gonna see if Philip. I was gonna use Philip as a guinea pig when he was out near Asia. I was gonna
No,
try
maybe
to.
just 1.5 months.
I was gonna try to have Philip try to join me on. I was trying to use Kick. I was trying to use, what's that other one? Prism, and then StreamYard. I was gonna have Philip just pop in, but that's the only person that I know that does YouTube that would do it. But we'll figure something out.
Yeah, maybe I'll do live stream too.
Maybe the Fluffster will do live stream. How will you do live stream?
With your, I'll pop on your live stream.
Wow, the Fluffster will do
Like,
live
okay,
stream.
I'll get some beer.
Wow. Some beer.
I'll meet up with Kim, Robbie, and Discount Deal.
I did a StreamYard podcast the other night. I still haven't figured out how to do that, but I'll figure it out.
Podcast?
Well, I guess I'm gonna go. I gotta get some rest.
Wrestling.
Later, guys. Check back in one more time tomorrow. I think we will do a live stream at dinner tomorrow.
Phil will rely
Yeah.
on your live
Here's the thing, though. Philip, he does the opposite. Like, remember that time we were telling him, Philip, go do a Zodiac live stream. I'm getting off. Everyone will go to your room. And he was like, nah, I don't want to. Like, now that I'm not going to do live streams as much, he'll go, yeah, I'm not going to do any live streams. Philip doesn't capitalize on the momentum. He'll say, no, I'm just going to go hang out with my mechanic. I'm not going to get on live. Or, I'm going to go get some donuts. I don't want to get on live. And I say, Philip, you got to strike when the iron's hot. Go do it. Nah, I don't want to. That's what I try to tell him. But he'll say, nah, I don't want to. Watch. Hey, Philip, why don't you do a live stream as soon as I get off? You're like, nah, I'm busy. I'm going to go get a Spam sandwich. Wilhelm. The human organism. No one said about money. They want you to entertain them. They want you to chat and tell a story about leisure suits and going to the disco ball with the shoes that had goldfish at the bottom. Oh, Fluffster. So, I guess that's where we're going to end it, guys. We'll see you guys one more live stream with the Fluffster tomorrow. So, that's where we're going to end it. Boom. And thanks to all the guys that tipped. Thanks to all the guys that subscribed, chatted, commented. I appreciate it very, 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 very much. See you tomorrow.